I'm early. I'm a little bit early today because I didn't think I'd make it there by 3 o'clock. Judging by my new watch, I don't even think you could tell the time on this thing. It appears to be 2:50. 2:50. And I'm headed to the West Side Highway. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Since it's a Memorial Day, we're going to head over to the USS Intrepid. It's Fleet Week. Lots of sailors in town. No parking Friday. All right, you're good today, my friend. Your ass almost got towed, Playboy. We're just chilling. Chilling like Bob Dylan. I hope everybody's having a beautiful, blessed day. I'm gonna put on my glasses so I'm gonna engage with you guys. I'm gonna sexually engage with each and every one of you right now. That's a Boogie Bob bonus. Oh, there we go. I can see clearly now. The rain is good. Matthew's here. I see Paul's here. Rev, Kathy. I think I saw Rob H in the house. Miss Reilly's in there. What's going on? Joe Hernandez is here. What's poppin', Joe? Everybody, I'm walking through Hell's Kitchen. Ain't no bitching or switching, no snitching. Hell's Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm the Hell's Kitchen president. Hell, I'm a resident. Walk up the block, bring locks, and bring hesitant. Look at this, guys. I always just stop every time I see this. This little birdhouse. Someone put a little teeny tiny birdhouse on the street. How cute is that? I ain't never seen a bird in it. I ain't never seen a bird near it. Today is Memorial Day. It's a day to give thanks to all of our brave men and women who have donned the uniform. And this year we're going to celebrate mailmen. Mail people. Oh, we got a lot of soldiers. I see sailors. I see sailors everywhere. We're going to thank sailors for their service. Thanks for your service, fellas. Have a great time. Have a great time. Well, one of those fellas was a female. I gotta watch the pronouns. Thank you for your service, people. Thank you for your service, human beings. We're just walking. We're in Hell's Kitchen, bitch. Hell's Kitchen. I think it's the coolest neighborhood in New York City. There's a really huge YouTuber that lives there. With 1,056 subscribers. Super cool right here, guys. Look. This is a cat rescue. These are the cats that live here. This cat is probably the most beautiful cat you've ever seen in your life. It's got really long hair. It's called Long. Let's see. There's Long right there. Let's see if Long is here today. They walk back and forth down this alley here. But there's a little home right there. Little houses. It's a pet rescue. They're feral, so they can't come home. But they're little tiny pet companies that come here and feed them. had a family, a woman and her children that lived down here. I used to bring them my world famous hamburger helper stroganoff. They ended up getting an apartment, and I'm super happy. Guys, when you see these, just so you know, look, they're all cut off. Every one of them's cut. That one's cut off. This one's cut off. That one's cut off. They don't want you. That one's cut off. This one's cut off. They just, someone took a little hacksaw or a cutter and cut them. What's going on here is these are for Airbnbs. Now, they'll typically hang these outside of an apartment, and then inside, once you know the combination, the key is inside that you open the door. Now, people that live, let's say, in this building here, maybe they don't want an Airbnb person putting locks all over their gate. They'll typically be all over the gates, and they don't want an Airbnb person in their building. So someone cut up about 8 of them over there, 8 or 10 of them. That's a Boogie Bob exclusive. I see shit no one else sees. So you want an Airbnb in my apartment? I'm gonna cut your locks off and hang them on a gate like a douchebag. There'll be some up here, unless this person cut them all off the whole block. Very surprised I haven't seen any. Here's one. So this guy, he's got an Airbnb in there. And instead of him, let's say he owns a place in Florida, he doesn't want to fly in, he just tells the person, yeah, the combination's 247, get the key out of there, and then they go on in. But not at that last building. This is really nice. You got a coffee maker, you got clothes. Bruce Willis furnished his whole apartment, as did I when I first moved here. Most of it with just shit you find on the street. Look at this guy. He got 10 people living in his. He got all kind of Airbnbs in his shit. Somebody down the block was like, yo, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Look at my new watch. Amazon special. It's got a little hinge in the middle. I just put the review video up last night. Roscoe hated it. I actually like it. Tell you a story. There's a Comfort Inn right there. See the Comfort Inn? I had a lady friend one time. I was going to stay there. I went in. Got a room? Yeah, here you go. Great. The person at the desk. Let's say this is the desk. The person at the desk gave me the key, and I swear to God, I'm not joking, my room was right here. This person from their desk could open my room door. It was the worst night of my life. I didn't rent the room to play bingo. I got some fool says, hi sir, here's your room, right here. The room was 3 feet from the desk. What are you, insane? Guys, we're walking and talking. If you're just tuning in, I'm a few minutes early because we're headed over to the Intrepid. The Intrepid is an airspace museum. It was a intricate part of our Navy fleet. It's an aircraft carrier. If you want to check out some great footage on it, there's a couple really historic things that have happened since it's been parked here. One, Kiss. When Kiss decided to get back together after 20 years, they did their reunion speech on the Intrepid with Conan O'Brien. That's nothing. But Robbie Knievel, that's Evel Knievel's daredevil son. His son, Robbie, broke every single one of his dad's records, shattered them all, including jumping the famous fountain at Caesars in Las Vegas that almost killed his dad, broke 80 bones in. He also jumped Snake River Canyon on a motorcycle. Robbie Knievel, the greatest stunt bike guy of all time, actually jumped, I can't remember how many airplanes on the top of the Intrepid. That's where we're going right now. And since it's Fleet Week, folks, I figured that we would go by and shout out the brave men and women who sacrificed so much. The Intrepid's right here. This is the Hudson River. It's going to be a nice walk and talk. Hi, Treaton. Hi, Nightbot. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Joe, look, Charlie Manson's here. Hello, Charlie. Charlie Manson. Joe called me today and said, I am in Brooklyn. I no do show today. All right. Then I won't go sit at your table. I'm going to take my shows on the road today. Oh, we've got lots of prizes. Not really. It's going to be a special guest. Not really. Giveaways. Nope. It's going to be hot. Yes, it's going to be hot. Fine ladies. Probably. Probably. Going to have pigeons. Here's one. Right here. Hi, pigeon. Have you seen Joe? No. It's Fleet Week, guys. There's thousands of sailors and various other service men and women here. So I've been watching them come to Times Square all week. Today I'm going to them. I'm going to their house. I don't think y'all ready. Also, it's I think about 185 degrees out here. So I didn't think it out very well. I do have a newspaper, but I don't think the chances of me getting a table are very good. What's up, player? Yeah, I'm gonna this side. Thank you, man. All right. I love to read shit on the wall just to see where people's mind is at. All who wander are not lost. All who wander are not lost. Do you ever see these signs, post no bills? That basically means don't put no posters on my wall, bro. I'm gonna tear them down. So he ain't really posting a bill, he's just spray painting shit. All who wander are not lost. But all who are lost, not all of them wander. No. You can be lost and just sitting down in a chair. That's the Intrepid right there. On top, you can see the SR-71. It was the biggest biplane we ever had in the Cold War because it could fly above radar, and because of its paint and its design, it could not be picked up by radar. All right, I'm walking. Guys, this is a highway. Do not get caught slipping out here. What's up, fellas? Don't get caught slipping out here, bro. These cars are coming down here. You used to cars doing 20 miles an hour in New York. No, they're doing 55, 65 right here. You have to be careful when you come to the West Side Highway, also known as 12th Avenue. I live on 9th. 12th Avenue is far west as we can go. Look at this, guys. This is insane. This is insane. That is the road where you can run, jog, walk, bike, check out ladies. Hey, girl. But this is insane. Look at this. The people against the fence there, they're in line. There's a couple things going on here. One, this is where cruise ships come to dock. You definitely want to watch where you're going here because bicycles run this. This is where you'll see these monstrous cruise ships. The Disney cruise comes here. All the cruise ships. But these guys are not in line for that. This is the entrance if you're a sailor to get onto your ship. And I'm going to show you their ship in a minute. That's where you're going to get in. These people are in line to go check out the Air Sea Museum. I'm going to take you to the museum in a second. And we ain't going on it. All right, you want to go on it, go to YouTube. Plenty of videos on YouTube. I'll take you beside it. Look at this. You got to be careful here, folks. You don't want to get hit by a damn bicycle. Got to be careful. These people here are in line, I think, I'm almost positive, to go to the museum up here. There's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing if my burglar alarm starts ringing. Hey, girl. All right. There's going to be a lot of hey girls today. All right. I think, oh, this is crazy. I think this line goes up and then back because I see another line coming this way. Yeah, they're doing the old Disneyland thing where you think the line is only this long, but there's another line coming back. This is where you get to go. Here's their ship. I don't know what it is, but I'll show it to you in a second. You gotta watch out for bikes behind you. They're deep out here. So
maybe if I had time, I'd see both.
I don't know what happened here, but okay, the line is still going. The line is still going. You're gonna be out here. What? It's hot. Hot. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a table to do the news. I might have to do the news and views you can use if you choose to do in the grass. I might have to do it in the grass. I might have to do the news later in Times Square. I don't know.
You're not going to get me unless I'm going to beach.
Look at this line. You would think they're giving out free shit. It must be free. Look at the line. So let me get over here to safety. Don't want to stand in the street, bro. You're going to get hit by a bike. Here's the boat that these sailors are on. Here's the old-ass aircraft carrier. That's the Intrepid. Here's the new one. I don't know what it's called. This one is 70 years old, folks. This one saw service, maybe older. This one saw service in Korea, the end of World War II, I believe. Korea, Vietnam, and then it was actually kamikazed 6 or 7 times in World War II. Japanese couldn't drop the bombs. They would just run the plane right in there. I think about 500 people died on this boat over the years, and many of them natural causes, other things, because there's thousands of people living on it. That's a city. That's a damn city. In fact, when the 9/11 happened, the FBI commandeered the entire ship as communications for the war on terror. So that boat has done a lot. It's been a very historic boat. Here's the new one. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But over there is a nuclear submarine. Sitting right in the water, right there. That's a nuclear sub. Guys, it's really busy out here. I probably didn't think this thing out very good because I live in the neighborhood. People come from all over the world to come here. I've been here so many times that I get complacent. And I forget that it's a tourist attraction. So on a day like today, I'm not the only one that wanted to come pay homage. She just hit me with her bicycle. She thinks that bell gonna do something. Sorry, girl. It's hard to ride a bike. It is. She's in the right. It's a bike lane. But today it's a people lane because they've got this closed off. He looks happy. He looks happy. So the They're coming. Then they get in that other. That's a secondary line. That's a secondary line. All right. Well, we're out of that zone. Now we're into where the free-flowing zone is. This will be cool. This will be cool. Not really. But might not be cool at all. Might be horrible. This is the boat. The UHD. I don't know anything about it. I can tell you, it does look a lot streamlined. Looks really cool compared to old Betsy right there. I know that ship like the back of my hand. Oh look, a birthmark. All right, okay. Cops are telling us to get back. That's a nuclear sub right there, folks. Cop is saying get back. He's not even being nice about it. He's just like, get out. Get out, you bitches. If the cop says sir and you're walking away, don't turn around. There's a very good chance it's you and he wants to talk to you about something. Okay. I think most of all those people in that line are getting a tour of that boat. Can I call it a boat? I'm going to give you a tour of this one, but not inside, from outside. What are you, crazy? You think I'm walking around up there? I've actually been in it a couple times. It's a long day. It's like going to Macy's. That's a floating Macy's. All right.
I seen y'all
general pricing $36 for an adult. Adult is considered 13 to 64. So I'm 12 and I get in there. A child is 5 to 12. It's $26. A senior. I'm also a senior. Senior's $34. Activities and displays. They've got the Memorial Day ceremony. We missed that. I was sleeping. The U.S. Coast Guard Silent Drill Team performance. Gazillion Bubble Show. Now that sounds fun. From 1 to 6. Judging by my new dope-ass watch. From 1 to 6. A gazillion. That's a lot. A gazillion bubble thing. We're going to go look at the gazillion bubbles. And we're going to count them to see if there really is a gazillion bubbles. It's from 1 to 6. We're right in the wheelhouse. Guys, this is a lot. There's a lot going on. I'm going to try to show you some cool stuff while we're here. Batteries charged. I brought condoms just in case. I don't know. Just in case, I brought extra small condoms. So that's all I could get on short notice. They're not for me. They're from a friend from Canada. Not mine. Look at this, even a line to get a coat. See, if I was a real New Yorker, I'll be right here. Guys, $2.50. Who's first with the $2.50? Ice cold Coke. Ice cold Coke, folks. Who's the first with the $2.50? First with the $2.40 takes it, folks. Because I bet you they're about $8 in that machine. All right, look at it. All right. We're just walking. We're walking and selling sodas. I got crack rock, folks. Crack rocks. Cheapest here. Cheapest here. Biggest bubbles. All right, I'm being stupid. Very crowded out here. There's a line going, a line coming. This, my friends, is the Intrepid. Right there. You know it's the Intrepid because it says Intrepid on it. I'm going to try to get out of people's way so I don't get stampled on. That right there is the SR-71 Blackbird. It was the most reconnaissance. It was a SR, stands for something reconnaissance. It started off, they wanted to make it a fighter or a bomber. The problem was it was so fast that it would shoot itself down. So it became more now just flying way, 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 way above the radar, and Russia could not see us. It was illegal to even have pictures of that back in the day. No pictures allowed. That is a F-14 Tomcat. F-15 Tomcat, I'm not sure which. It's a Tomcat, I know that much. I used to be at ROTC. I was a huge huge airplane nerd. You're like, Bob, come on, you weren't in no damn ROTC. I'm like, I was. You're like, that's impossible. I don't believe it. Are you sure? Should I go up to veterans and go, hey, I'm a veteran? Really? What war? Oh, no war. But I was in ROTC. I got teased a lot in high school. One time I spilled mustard on purpose all down the front of my uniform so I could take it off because people were teasing me. It was ROTC, and the kids would call us rats on toasted cheese. And I don't know why that bothered me so bad. You're a rat on toasted cheese. I did my service to my country. I was in ROTC. I was actually in color guard. So when they had football games for the high school, I would be wearing a helmet, carrying the flag out there. White gloves. I hope you're having a good time. This is a Boogie Bob exclusive. Probably 45 other YouTubers out here. All right. There's a line. We just came from 48th Street. This is the Intrepid. There's a couple friends of mine. There's Tom, Donna, Steve. Hi, Steve. There's Steve, Stacy. I don't know him. And Frank. All my friends. Over here. All right. I'm headed over there to the Gazillion Bubble Show. I want to see if there's really a gazillion bubble. If there isn't, I want to talk to the manager. This is really cool at nighttime. You come up here and hang out with your lady. You might get a boob. If you're lucky, you might grab a boob. Okay, I'm being childish again. It is the West Side Highway. This goes from all the way at the top of Manhattan, all the way to the bottom. You could actually drive your car to the Statue of Liberty. You could park in front of the Statue of Liberty. Now, don't quote me on that. I could be. All right, you guys ready to start? You ready to start the crappy show? I was supposed to do the news at 3 o'clock, but my new watch, I can't tell what time it is. There's like 8 watches on. It looks like it's 3:17. Got 8 watches on here, and I still can't tell the time. Been spending all my life living in a gangster's paradise. Come on, lady. I'm trying to grab the handrail, bro. Hogging the handrail. I'm elderly. You're falling down the damn steps. Oh, today's going to be epic. We're going to leave here. We're going to the strip club after this. That should be cool. I'm going with sailors. Now, the name of the strip club is called the Manhole Cover. So I've never been there, but it sounds like it could be exciting. The Manhole Cover. If you go on YouTube, you want to see a really cool video of the Intrepid. Robbie Knievel jumped his motorcycle. It's not a very long thing as far as motorcycles go. So he damn near flipped off the back of it. I think he broke his leg. He dumped into a bunch of dumped his bike into a whole bunch of haystacks at the end. This makes an awesome picture. There's the anchors. There's like 3 or 4 anchors. There's your screen grab right there. Someone grab that for me, please. Boom. Guys, I almost never read the messages because my eyes are so bad, but I can't even see the screen right now. It's so bright out here. I think Queen Latifah's in here. I'm not sure. So, guys, not only it's not only the sailors and the people in uniform that are veterans, but you're going to see a lot of elderly men out here wearing Vietnam hats and World War II hats, and those are the ones you should really be acknowledging. Guys, when taking photos in New York, you got 5 seconds. Take your photo and keep it moving. Here's a Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver. Guys, you get 5 seconds to take your photo. You can't stand there on a sidewalk for an hour and a half while people wait. It doesn't work. You get 5 seconds. If you can't get your shot in 5 seconds, you got to wait till people walk by and then reboot. All right. We're at the world famous Pier 84. Got a dog run over here. I'm going to take you to the dog run. We're going to see some doggies playing.
1, 2, 3.
5 seconds. Excuse me, ma'am. You took 6 seconds. Could you please delete your film? That's a... there it is. There it is, folks. The Intrepid. Trying to see if I recognize any of the plays. There's an A6A Intruder. There's a World War II Hell something. Can't remember. There's one of the Blue Angels. That's usually like a F5. I don't know. There's the Tomcat we were talking about. It's absolutely a beautiful ship. They got 5 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, lady. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to walk by, bro. You got me kidnapped over there, ma'am. I feel kidnapped. All right. If you live in New York City and you have a dog, you got to be able to take him out. Places like this are super. There's a French bulldog. Here's a couple pit bulls. Places like this are very, very important to locals. A lot of times they won't let the pit bulls in, but as you can see, this is a fun one. Usually they have these, oh, there it is. The swimming pool. It's shaped like a dog bone. And a lot of the dogs will, a lot of them know each other. So they sit there and play, and you can sit on a bench and read your paper while your dog just runs around. Got a nice gate. It's a double gate, so if this gate's open, hopefully this gate is closed. Get your dog in, close the gate, then let your dog out. So we don't want no dogs running, especially right next to the damn highway here. It's a Boogie Bob exclusive. Now the wood they use on these beams is cedar. Now this was harvested from a small, I don't know, I made that up. Stolen dog. Bring puppy Cash home. Stolen dog. Man calling him Shadow. Look at this guy. Male Wernerheimer. I don't know. I never know how. 2 years old. Answers to the name Cash. Bring Cash home. Bring Cash home. Here's another one of the swimming pools shaped like a dog bone. It's so much fun with this. There's really not, hey girl, how you doing? There's really not that many dogs in here today. Sometimes you'll have 100 dogs in here. And, well, she's picking up the poop. Good job, lady. Pick up your poop. Your dog goes poop, pick up the poop. Come on. You're proud of. I'd like to do the news. With news and views, you can use it to choose. If you choose not to use the news and views, you snooze, you lose, you boost. I ruined it. There's only a few tables here. There's more over there. I don't think we're going to get one. Don't think we're going to get one. So we might just have to do a walk and talk. I've got some more cool things to show you over here. That's all the communication towers. I wish we could see both boats next to each other because the other one's all streamlined and round. This is all square and old. But here I believe you can get HBO and Showtime and Cinemax. If you stay there, you can get... All right. We're just walking. I got nothing going on. You got something going on? You guys got anything going on today? It's a beautiful day to spread kindness and love and compassion, acceptance, goodness towards all men, women, and children, and animals. It's a great day for that. And if you don't, I'll punch you in your face. Sorry, that was uncalled for. All right, you guys want to see something cool? After Vietnam, this boat, wasn't even after, it was kind of during, but this boat was recommissioned and it became a boat, a ship that would pick up the astronauts from the Mediterranean when the Apollo 12 or 13, whichever one, landed. I was actually in Turkey and got to see Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and the other dude. Poor other dude. Neil Shepard. Something, Mark Shepard? Steve Shepard, who knows? But Buzz Aldrin and of course Neil Armstrong, one giant step for man, one giant leap for mankind. If you look here, you'll see a capsule. And this is what the astronauts would plunge down from space in. There would be 3 big ass parachutes holding them. They would land in the Atlantic or Mediterranean or Pacific, wherever. And this would go and scoop them up. That's facts. You see the big white pointy thing right there? There is a bona fide space shuttle in there. It is called the Enterprise. And one day I was riding my bike down by the Statue of Liberty, and here comes the Enterprise on barges. I have hundreds of pictures taking photos of the barges carrying the space shuttle here. For the first month or two, it was just sitting out there. You could come by and see the space shuttle. Now they built this thing around it, obviously, to protect the space shuttle. It's the Enterprise. All across this thing, even though it's not a battleship, it was an aircraft carrier. You see these massive guns. They have these massive 50 and 60 caliber huge guns. It had to protect itself. Again, it was hit by several kamikazes in World War II, and then it went out into the ocean off whatever the hell ocean is off of Vietnam. And
Some kids, Myers, if you want some beer,
it was this guy just said this guy just said, "What's up, kids and minors?" Talking to you guys. There's beer. Got I don't know how many beers are here. He's got he said he stole it. Guys, I don't drink beer. In fact, I have friends that have been my friends for 50 years and never saw me drink a beer. Oh, bitch, I'm drinking this one. I'm gonna salute all my... Am I gonna get arrested? This would be horrible if I got arrested drinking a beer and I don't even drink. It's a Budweiser. Oh, it's a Harley Davidson. What am I doing here? It's a Harley Davidson Budweiser. Guy, I don't drink these. When I was in Jamaica, I drank a few Red Stripes. Oh, they were so crunchy, it tastes like an apple. I salute all of our men, women, and their families who endured and who gave their lives and also went on to be productive people who shared lives and saved lives and spread love and came home. My father came home from Vietnam, was called a baby killer. Never forget the story he told me about it. It broke his heart. He didn't kill no babies. It's so weird. I got friends that are going to be watching this right now and go, holy shit. Not one person watching this right now has ever seen me drink a beer. Homeless thief is giving out free beers. What am I going to say? No? I can't believe I'm drinking a beer. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. I'm probably going to get drunk. Some of you saw me get drunk on Fernando's show. That wasn't beer. I think a friend of mine bought me a Heineken. My friend Ollie bought me a Heineken like 10 years ago when he came to New York. I think I drank a Heineken. But I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't gamble. I was going to say I don't do porn, but I don't lie to you guys. I ain't going to lie. I hate beer. It's actually pretty good. Guys, this ain't your daddy's beer. This is a hard, I feel a little tough. I feel like a biker. It's a Harley Davidson beer. So I'm sitting here filming the thing and the guy behind me says, hey kids, if you rewind it. Hey kids, hey, you want some free beer? I stole it. He left a bunch of beer there. Looks like he, there goes his box. Looks like he drank a few. I'm just curious as to what kind of person steals beer. And then, and not only does he steal the beer, but he drinks a couple. Unless he, how many go in a case? Oh, that's what it is. That's a 12 pack. Okay, now I get it. It's a 12 pack. Yeah, that's a 12 pack. And there's only 6 here. So he drank 6. He's just spreading the love. It'd be really horrible if the guy who doesn't drink gets busted for drunk walking or drinking at the, I'm in the paper tomorrow. Horrible, despicable YouTuber desecrates the Navy by drinking at a memorial. Bitch, I just drank a beer. I feel like I'm gonna puke. I don't know, did my thing freeze? Hi sir, can I interest you in free beer? Back at my place. Always recycle. Alright. I am feeling a little bit tipsy. Feeling a little tipsy. Hi sir, how are you? Hey girl. Yeah, I'm gonna get beat up. Drinking that beer is gonna get me beat up out here. Oh. I apologize. Sugar Bay, I apologize. Wouldn't it be crazy if I sound all drunk right now? Sugar Bay, what you doing, girl? What you wearing? I'm sorry, I apologize. I apologize, I was drunk. Guys, right here, they rent out kayaks. You rent out, look at how happy he looks. Trust me, if I was out there rowing, I wouldn't be that happy. You can rent all kinds of kayaks and everything else here. I don't know why it's not open today. Typically it is. They have kayak classes. Look at how busy it is out here. I feel drunk. Not even gonna lie. Some of you are like, I don't get drunk off one beer. I don't drink at all. That's the first alcohol I've had since hey girl. I'm sorry. Since the Fernando And he just popped up on the show. What am I going to do? Not Fernando brings me stuff from Italy or France, wherever. I'm not going to drink it. Come on. All right, I'm feeling a little palsy right now. Like I got to get this girl's number. I dropped the ball. I shouldn't have done it. If you like fishing, you're allowed to come here and fish. No license needed. No license. I would not eat the fish. I drank one. I don't even drink. I drank one. I don't even drink. That was the guy that was standing there. I don't know where the beer thief is. I feel like I owe him $3. Hey, how much is beer? I could probably go back in that line and sell them bitches. All right. We're walking and talking. There's about 6 or 7 tables up here. I really wanted to do the news. I gotta be honest, I feel pretty good right now. I should drink more often. What's wrong with me? Why don't I drink? If I knew drinking was this fun, I would have did it long ago. He's got a kite going. So when I was little, not little, younger, I don't know, 12 years old, 13 years old, me and all my friends, I was very poor, so I couldn't really afford a kite. But I think a friend of mine bought me a kite. They were probably $6 or something. There's a slip knot you can do on your string. And if you put it 2 inches, a foot or so below the kite, and you put an aluminum can, empty, it's got to be empty, and a tin can's too heavy. Back then in the 80s, 70s, 80s, you still had tin cans. You would drink Budweiser out of a tin can. But you would put a slip knot around the can and hang it below the kite. And we lived in a pretty windy town, so the kite would go up as high as some of those skyscrapers over there. And then when you pull the string back and then just let it go for a second, that would let as long as it's tight, the can ain't going nowhere. But as soon as you pull it back and then give it some slack, the can would fall. So we would have kites 400 or 500 feet up in the air, dropping cans on cars on the highway. Because we were young douchebags. We were idiots. We didn't know. What do I know? I don't know nothing. I'm tempted to go back and drink another beer. That's how good I feel. Rev, I need you to tell me not to go drink another beer. There's a very good chance I could end up in Rikers. I've been spending all my life living in the gangster's paradise. I got a couple more stories to tell you from up here. Got to show you this new addition to the place over here. Yeah, I definitely, this is going to sound really childish and stupid, I definitely got drunk as hell. I'm feeling righteous right now. Like, dude, thanks for the beer, bro. Thank you for the stolen beer. I appreciate that, sir. Okay, this is the mighty Hudson River, folks. I am going to be taking a bike ride in the next week up to that bridge. I don't know what bridge it is. Someone help me out. Right below it is a beautiful lighthouse. That's right, a lighthouse, a red and white lighthouse just sitting there. You ride your bike all the way up there. I'm going to be taking my bike. I'm taking you with me. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Guys, this right here, if you see the white plane behind the tree there, that is the world famous Concorde. If you remember the Concorde, you could be in a plane from here, New York, to England takes about 6 hours. On the Concorde, it would take 2.5 to 3 hours. It was a supersonic transport, the SST. And it's actually retired right there. That white plane is the Concorde. And insane, right? Right behind it, you see the new kid on the block. Here's the old lady. This is the old lady. All square and pointy and stuff. Look at the round, sexy. It's got a Look at this little teeny tiny flag here. This is from the old lady, and look over at the new one. He got the big ass flag. It's all shiny and new. The new one's over there, and it has a plane on top. I can't tell what it is from here. It kind of looks like an F4 Phantom. It's not. Anyways, this is a brand new addition that they added to the Intrepid. It's got these glass windows. It looks to be some kind of seating. You can look out on the water. Certainly beautiful. Very, very beautiful. This is a NYPD. You think the cops just cruise around in cars? You're wrong. The NYPD have heavy artillery on that thing. They will drive up. They got M50s on that thing, just sitting there on tripods. These are the gangsters. These guys ain't riding around in Times Square, bro. These are the gangsters. They patrol the harbor against all enemies, foreign and domestic. If you come in here on a kayak or a boat, you could get shot. You cannot come in here. I see people all the time, some moron on a kayak going up and knocking on the side. You cannot go up there. That is a terrorist threat. If you want to know where I live right below the pink one there. And the pink one is Worldwide Plaza. That's where me and Joe do the news every day. It's also home of the former Madison Square Garden. Before Madison Square Garden moved up there in the 60-ish, early 70s. It was right there forever. All right, we're going to keep it moving. I got some more cool stories. Oh, I got more stories. I don't know if they're cool or not. It's the Hudson River. It is not a lake. It is a river with real current. Several years ago, a plane took off from Lake LaGuardia. It got over here somewhere down by that bridge and it hit some geese. It took out the engines. The captain of that flight was Captain Sully Sulliberg. I don't know his real name. First name. Sulliberg. They call him Sully. They did a movie on him. The captain radioed in and said, "We're not going to make it to the airport." They said, "Oh, you could make it to Teterboro." I think that's in Jersey. What do I know? What am I, Action Kid? I don't know. Action Kid knows all that stuff. Action Kid would be like, "Guys, that's Trenton. Right there is Jersey." I don't know any of that. Shout out to Action Kid. He's great. So Teterboro Airport. He said, "I'm not going to make it." They said, "What do you mean?" He says, "I'm going to drop it in the Hudson." They go, "What?" Captain Sully Sulliberg dropped the plane right here, parallel with 48th Street. He dropped it in the Hudson. I was watching, I'll never forget, I was watching Sopranos for whatever reason. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Watched 2 or 3 episodes, and then I was going to flip over to Dr. Phil. And all of us, because Sopranos was on HBO, Dr. Phil is on regular television. I flip over to Dr. Phil, and every single station has plane landed in the Hudson, plane landed in the Hudson. Now I live right here. I'm 3 blocks away. I got dressed. I came down here. I wasn't YouTubing or anything. I don't think YouTube was out. I certainly wasn't a YouTuber. But I had my phone with me, and I come running down here because I thought I could help people. Well, the plane landed right here. But this is, again, it's not a lake. This is a river. It's a mighty Hudson River. And there is a current. And the current took it down about a mile or 2. Everybody on the plane was okay. One guy broke his leg, I think, broke his arm from the soda can cart. Well, I came running down here. It was a snowy day. I'll never forget. I ran all the way down 48th Street. I got to this place. I stepped on a beautiful virgin white piece of snow, and I did a Charlie Brown when he tries to kick the football. I went bloop, smack, flat on my back. I did like the, in a cartoon where the guy gets knocked out and he sees little Tweety birds around his head. I did that shit. I sitting there, I'm getting up. My iPods were big back then. I had an iPod. And my phone, and I look up, I'm laying flat on my back. There's this beautiful Asian woman elderly Asian woman. You okay? I said, what happened? She goes, you fall. You fall. I said, oh shit. I didn't even know where I was at. I look up. First of all, I broke my damn back. I was hurt. Far worse than anybody on the plane. And by the way, I live right here. 9/11's right here. You could actually see the Freedom Tower right there. 9/11's right there. I lived through the whole 9/11 thing. There was a lot of ambulances, fire trucks, nothing like this. There was 5,000 ambulances, fire trucks from every city, anywhere from the tri-state area. Pennsylvania was here because it's an airline with 150 people on it. It was insane. So I got up, and sometimes when you hurt your back, you go, oh shit, that's gonna hurt tomorrow. My shit was already hurting. I walked all the way home from 12th Avenue right here to 48th and 9th Avenue. So about maybe 15 blocks. I live on the first floor, but there's 4 steps. I couldn't walk up the steps. I was incapacitated for about 8 months. All my ladies were saying, go to the hospital. I go, no! What are you, stupid? I go, I can't even sit up in my bed to watch Netflix. How am I going to go sit in a damn hospital? Anyways, I did what I always do. If you were Daniel Boone and you broke your back, you don't go to a hospital. You lay around until your shit gets better. I laid around for months, about 6 months. Barely walked to the bathroom. Didn't go to the bodega, ordered Domino's. Long story short, I got better. I was enough to go to work. I owned a business inside of the world famous China Club. Everybody missed me. My first night back, some busboy came up and bear hugged me. Snapped my back again, 2 more months. First night back. All right, guys, I wanted to do the news on one of these tables, but excuse me, ma'am, can you please get up out of the table, ma'am? No? These guys said, screw a table, I'm just gonna sit in the dirt. Ain't no damn table. Guys, listen, we came by, we're gonna give some props to some sailors, and then we're gonna head over to the vessel, which is right over here, and we're gonna do something. I'm gonna try to holler at some ladies. I drank a beer. It's my first beer in 10 years. I feel pretty good. Now I see why people, I always wonder, why do people drink beer? I don't think it tastes very good. Now I see why they drink beer. It's pretty good. Can you imagine 2 of those? Oh, 2 of those, they'd be calling a damn ambulance right now. I wonder if those beers have been stolen by now or been taken by now. Ladies, well, probably fellas, sorry. Fellas, if you're looking for a nice guy, lots of guys in bathing suits right here. Wow, look at this guy. He got more hair than it. Oh, shit. I thought he was wearing a sweater. He's just, he's not. I'm just filming guys. He's wearing a banana hammock. This guy's wearing a banana hammock. Alright. These guys over here. Look at this guy. He's got a damn heart on. What the hell? This is for the ladies. He's got a boner. I could probably get demonetized for that if I was monetized. She has a thong on. I definitely can get demonetized for that. I definitely, it's the beer. Don't drink beer. If you don't drink beer and then live stream. It's going to get you in trouble. All right, next stop, vessel. Next stop, the vessel. Guys, if you're having a good time, make sure you hit the like button. Girl, you're gonna hurt somebody. If it's your first time here, this is considered one of my shittier streams. I have great streams. Queen Latifah's supposed to drop by at 5 o'clock. And by my new watch, I can't tell what time it is. It looks like it's almost 5 o'clock. Oh, it's almost 4 o'clock. So guys, stick around for an hour. By the way, guys, as a famous YouTuber, I can tell you, YouTubers lie to you, a lot of them. They'll ask a fake question. Guys, do you hate cancer? If you hate cancer, let's discuss it. Get in the comments below, guys. That's their way of getting the algorithm. Don't let them trick you. Don't let them trick. Everybody hates cancer. Who likes cancer? Guys, do you hate Mondays? Get in the comments and tell me why you hate Mondays. And make sure you like and subscribe. And also, guys, buy a coffee mug. That's how they get you. Also, when they say thank you for your support. Guys, if you want to support the channel, that's code word for guys, please send me money. I want to film this, but I got to be careful because there's children. You don't want to film a bunch of children because you can get beat up. But this is super cute. It's got these, kids, if you're living in New York, you don't get to see this stuff that often. But they've got these random fountains that pop up. Everybody's having fun. Oh, this little guy just fell. You okay, Playboy? He's smiling. If that was me, that's like me when Sullybird wrecked the plane. We're walking. We're walking to the World Trade Center. Guys, I'm sorry that I'm not answering comments even more than usual, but the screen is like black. It's so bright out here. I do got a pocket full of fives. So if we see any street performers or anybody hungry, let's bless some people today. Also, I got a hot ass soda because I really wanted to drink an ice cold soda when I got over here. It's gonna taste like a hot coffee right now. Also, I have a new pledge. I will no longer be hollering at women holding hands with guys. It's not conducive. It's not a good... Like this one, she'd be off limits. No, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Hi, ma'am. Do you come here often? Yeah, me and my fiance come here all the time. Gonna be a lot of lines today. Have you guys heard of the Monster? I think it's called the Monster. Oh, it's called the Beast. Sorry. This guy, look at all them hot dogs. This guy spent $85 on hot dog. Yeah, ain't no hot dog out here for $4, bro. Them bitches 12 bucks. Guys, this is the Beast. The Beast is one of those boats from like Miami Vice. Don Johnson with his suit with his rolled up sleeves. Got a great Don Johnson story. I was at Planet Hollywood for a decade, and I was friends with all those Demi Moores and Bruce Willises and Whoopi Goldbergs and Don Johnsons. Don Johnson was the coolest, nicest guy in the world, but he had this horrible thing he did all the time. Downstairs at Planet Hollywood was a really small movie theater, and that would be for the premieres of people's new movie. If Sylvester Stallone did Cliffhanger, or Arnold Schwarzenegger did Last Action Hero, they would premiere the movie there before anyone else got to see it. And I was a big shot, so I would always be at these movie premieres. And Don Johnson was there one day. And the room is only 12 feet by 12 feet. There's a theater, a nice theater, holds about 50 people. But the room where they go out and get the hors d'oeuvres and the snacks, and I'm standing there in the room. I'm the only non-star there. It's Christian Slater, Robert Downey Jr., the Spice Girls, Tony Bennett, Amon DeSanti, Bill Murray, of course, all the regulars, the Whoopi Goldbergs and the Jackie Chans. I'm looking around going, oh my God, look at all these stars. And there's Don Johnson. It's like talking to Brooke Shields. Then he would go over and talk to Ally McGraw. But he did this thing, he's so nice, so I'm not dissing him at all. But Don Johnson has this fake laugh that he puts on. And the only reason you know it's fake, it sounds so genuine and so hearty. The only way you know it's fake is he ends it abruptly. So he would walk up to Bruce Willis and go, you son of a bitch, you still owe me $5 for the golf game. And stop. And he would stop and turn around and walk over to Whoopi Goldberg and go, girl, you had me dying and go to. Stop. I sat there in awe. I watched him for 3 hours. I didn't care who he was talking to. Picture this. Oh my God, I love doing that movie. Bruce, you still owe me $5. Whoopi, don't start with me, Whoopi. You know I love you. Off. He turned that laugh off like it's the most amazing thing in the whole world. The only celebrity encounter I had that I enjoyed more than that, I've had a lot, was the $6 Million Man, Lee Majors. Lee Majors was amazing, but he's a very strange individual. And I don't mean that like negative. Look at this, guys. We got Canadian geese, and they got babies. So you cannot tell the male and female apart, but they got two little goslings, two little Ryan goslings. Canadian geese, I say the baby's probably 2 months old. As you know, the gestation period for a Canada goose is about 3.9 months. They often fly for the... I made that up. I made it all up. I wanted you to like me. But those are baby geese. And I'm going to get back. I'm not going to forget the Lee Majors story. There are lots of rules if you want to be on this boat. First of all, it goes very, very fast. This ain't your grandpa's boat. This is called the Beast for a reason. It ain't called the Beauty. You cannot be pregnant. You cannot have a heart condition. You cannot wear a hat. You cannot hold your phone. You are going to have a very, very, very bumpy ride. I think they're about ready to pull out. Unfortunately, when they pull out, they go really slow. Remember, guys, Manhattan, some of you might not know, Manhattan is an island. And they'll take you around the whole island. Mommy. But it is a very, very, very fast boat. Lots of rules. Let's see if the rules are here. We're open. They used to have this huge rule thing. Here it is over here. I want to read some of the rules. I'm not going to forget Lee Majors. You're gonna want to watch the Lee Majors thing. You're going to want to hear about Lee Majors. He had been divorced from Farrah Fawcett, who went by Farrah Fawcett Majors for some time. Okay, you may get wet. It should say you will get wet. Keep all electronics stored away. You're going to get plastic bags. There's little compartments to put your stuff in. Do not sit out there with this gimbal and film. Hold on to your hat. You're going to lose your hat. You know how many hats the Hudson River has floating around in it because of these guys? No food or beverage. Absolutely no outside. You see how they say outside? Because they might sell you shit on the boat. No outside. Inside's fine. All right. That's the guy. He's like the DJ and the announcer up there. It's extreme. Due to speed and bumpiness, we cannot allow infants, pregnant people, or people with heart conditions or recent injuries on the boat. Can't do it. Sit down and buckle up. Keep hands inside the boat and be seated at all times. You will be floating around out there. Children must be 40 inches tall to ride it. This is the legal mumbo jumbo they don't want you to know about. Ride at your own risk. We are not responsible for any lost, stolen, or damaged personal items, including cameras, video cameras, cell phones, watches, glasses, or anything electronic. P.S. You could be killed. It's not our fault. All right. That's the Beast. Lee Majors comes in, and my friend, I'm a big shot, so I got all these huge celebrities. I'm friends with them. I'm hanging out with them every day. I like him, but I'm not that impressed. My friend, working for me in the restaurant, in the bathroom, is the biggest Lee Majors fan on the planet. And Lee's talking to me, and I said, you know what? One of my employees is your biggest fan you ever had. I just mentioned it to him in passing. I didn't think anything of it. He goes, let's go meet him. I go, well, it's only about 20 feet that way, but he's in the bathroom. He's the bathroom. And he goes, let's go. Okay. He goes, you go in. Oh, hold it. Hey, ladies. Hold up. He says, you go in, and then tell him that I'm here, and then I'll pop the door open and come in. I go, oh my God, that'd be great. So I go in, I go, oh my God, you won't believe who's upstairs. He goes, who? I go, Lee Majors. He goes, what? Oh my God, I want to meet him. Door opens, it's Lee Majors. Lee Majors is so nice. By the way, they're backing up now, guys. Lee Majors is so nice.
Oh my God.
And
around Water Street.
They're going out. He even backs up fast.
I should take my grandkids here all the time. Yeah, what's the beast?
That's the beast. By the way, guys, they have rules that it can't drive over 5 miles an hour, so it's gonna leave here very slow. But when it gets out there, it's allowed to pick up. So let's hang around for a second while I tell you my Lee Majors story. I want you to send the kids out of the room because this is a kind of a PG story. It's an R-rated story. Send the kids out of the room. Now remember, Lee Majors is a huge star. $6 million man. Oh, what was the other one? TJ Hooker, one of those. BJ and the Bear, I can't remember what he was on. He walks in, my friend loses his mind. He's not like a regular celebrity. Many celebrities are very guarded. They're very nice. Jackie Chan will crack jokes with you, but he's not going to tell you about his wife and kids. Certainly not going to tell you about his love life. So Lee Majors shakes my buddy's hand. My buddy is obsessed with the episode where Andre the Giant played Bigfoot. Lee Majors, the $6 million man, fought Bigfoot. And my buddy knew every word, every line, the directors, and they talked about that for a second. And somehow the conversation turned to sex. I think I said, oh, I really loved Farrah. Oh, yeah, you like Farrah? How about Heather Thomas? You like Heather Thomas? I go, my God, she's so beautiful. He goes, I fucked her. I look at my friend, I go, what? He goes, yeah, that threesomes. I got to tell you what, her ass is... Now, I'm not going to get graphic because I don't really curse on this show like that. But, dude, he went into intimate detail. Stuff I don't talk about. Donald Trump doesn't even talk about this stuff. Grabbing him by the P word. This guy, a huge celebrity. Let's see if it takes off. It's out there in the waterway. I think it has to cruise past a buoy before it can let loose. But man, when that thing lets loose, it's like that. You're like Heather Locklear, huh? Yeah. Got to tell you about her titties. And he's going on. Okay, we're in the jacuzzi now. She's grabbing my balls under the... I'm going to leave it at that because it's getting a little racy. But Lee Majors went into intimate... I started popping a Woody. That's how intimate he was. He's practically drawing me pictures. Who does that? What human being does that? If it was a homeless guy on Melrose Avenue, I wouldn't expect him to go into details about his last threesome. Lee Majors is in there he's drawing pictures. Heather Locklear. You know Heather Thomas too. Heather Thomas. Oh, I gotta tell you. I had one girl in Okinawa. Now, she really liked it from... I'm sitting there looking at my friend. We still talk about this. This was over 30 years ago. We still talk about this today. Who does that? Who does that? That's not locker room talk. And by the way, he was the nicest guy in the world. It's just very strange. I'm your biggest fan. Oh, that's great. Let me tell you how my penis looks. It's got a curve to this. I'm also circumcised. Here, let me show you. I mean, this guy was like, all right. I might do some celebrity stories while I'm walking today. Some fun celebrity stories. I'm not going to tell you the time I almost fought a guy over Bruce Willis's shit, because y'all heard that on here before. Not going to tell you about the time that I almost got in a fist fight with Michael Rappaport. I started telling the story yesterday about Jason Bateman. I didn't finish. I've told it on the show before. Jason Bateman came into my bathroom one time. I was a bathroom attendant. I owned the bathrooms, but I was working a shift. He comes walking in. I did it to make him feel good. He was nothing at the time. I was a big, huge director, a very wealthy man. He's Ozark and all these movies and Horrible Bosses, all those movies. He directs a lot of stuff. Great writer. Actually, a great guy, very great actor. He wasn't nothing back then. His sister was on a TV show called Family Ties with Michael J. Fox. And I was very friendly with Michael J. Fox. This was way before his Parkinson. He's also one of the nicest guys in the world. Him and his wife. So he came in. And I just wanted to give the guy a compliment. He walks by me. I go, I thought his name was Justin because his sister's name was Justine. I go, Justin Bateman? Jason. I go, oh, dude, I'm a big fan. I say that a lot. It's courteous. Big fan. The guy leans into me. It was so. Leans into me. I go, dude, I'm a big fan. He goes, hey. Now, I made more money than him at the time, I guarantee you. Not now, but then I did. He leans into me. I think he just thought, oh, I'm a bathroom attendant, whatever. He didn't know I own 70 locations. He leans in, gets right in my ear. He goes, listen, don't do that. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. He repeated it, just like you. And I'm a very nice guy, but I wanted to say, you're nothing. What are you talking about? I just gave you a compliment. Fuck out of here. I didn't. Listen, you could be anything you want to be. Don't limit yourself and don't live vicariously through me. I put my pants on one leg at a time. Just like him. Then he emphasized it. Just like probably the most cringeworthy thing ever. Horrible. Corey Feldman came in. I said, oh my God, I'm a big fan. He goes, oh my God, what's your name? Talk to me for 40 minutes. Michael Jackson, about movies, about the other Corey, License to Drive, all these things. The Goonies, whatever. He was just a super duper nice kid. And you could always tell when they're super nice because they ask about you. He wants to know what your thing is. Where's your shoes at, Playboy? Where's your shoes at? So he asked about me, and I was like, just thought it was really nice. Danny Bonaducci. Danny Bonaducci from the Partridge Family. Hey, Danny? Yeah? Hey, I'm one of your biggest fans. Really? What's your name? Bob. Where you from, Bob? Oh, California. I love California. I gotta be honest, I was there in 77. Oh, and he's just the nicest guy. You get some of those guys, there's some that won't leave you. There's some that ain't going nowhere. They're your new best friend. And you say to yourself, how could they be that nice to me? That means they're nice to everyone. How is that possible? How is that humanly possible? Then you get other people. Roseanne Barr was horrible. Her and Tom, both douchebags. Michelle Pfeiffer, horrible. Just treat you like you're dirt. Sugar Ray Leonard, Reggie Jackson. So you remember the ones who were always nice and kind, and you never forget the Arnold Schwarzeneggers who weren't so nice and so kind. All right, I'm just killing time. Guys, we're walking over here to the vessel. They're going to tear it down, from what I heard. So let's go take a last look at the vessel. And I'll show you cool shit while we're walking. I don't know if you guys are even discussing some of my crappy stories. I'm the only YouTuber slash storyteller in the business. Any Giants fans in the house? New York Giants? I am not one. I'm a 49er fan. I was very friendly with a tight end named Howard Cross. Howard Cross was a Super Bowl champion. He was the nicest guy in the world. He was dating one of the girls who worked at Planet Hollywood. By the way, guys, these are the, you could take a big ass boat. Look, there's 300 people on that boat. And when it backs up, they'll get off the boat and they'll get on the boat. Howard Cross came in one time. I said, hey, what's up, player? I think back in '94, I was still calling people player. He said, hey, what's up, man? He says, hey, can you do me a favor? I said, yeah, what's up? He pulls out a ring out of his pocket. I'm proposing to my girl today. I go, oh my God. He goes, I want you to be a part of it. I go, what? All right. It's a huge honor. Howard Cross. It's either number 81 or 87. I can't remember. He knew I was a Niner fan. He still wanted me to be a part of it. I think her name was Rocky. I can never remember, but she was beautiful. She was a hostess, making like $8 an hour. He was a multi-millionaire. This was like every girl's dream, every guy's dream. Meet a significant other who's really nice and famous and rich, who loves you. This guy was super handsome. He's on the New York Giants. Look at this. They out here selling fruit. God bless them. And they brought the kids with them. You don't have child care, so you bring the kids. It's 80 degrees out here. They're going to be out here 8 hours. It's very, very difficult. Howard Cross has one red rose in his hand. One long stem red rose. He didn't think it out very well. What's up, player? Thank you for your service, guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate you too. And I think he watched too many rom-coms. Too many romantic comedies. He decided he was going to put the ring inside of the rose. Took it out of the box. It was a beautiful solitaire, big ring. He was very wealthy. Put the rose in my hand, and then he put the ring inside the rose. It was a tight rose. It wasn't all open. It was closed. He goes, now you're going to have this behind your back. I'm going to go up. She thinks I'm coming here to take her to lunch. You just follow me in and follow my lead. I go, okay. He walks up to her. Hey, baby. He goes, hi. I had already been talking to her all day because I knew her very well. We were friends. And he goes, I got you something. And he looks at me, and I pull the rose from behind my back and hand it to her. And she's holding it. She goes, oh, so sweet. And then he got down on one knee. And she lost her mind. She didn't know the ring was in the rose. What do you think she did? Started swinging her damn arms everywhere. Oh my God, oh my God. That ring was gone, bro. Hour and a half we spent walking around inside Planet Hollywood looking for the damn ring. They finally found it. You gotta think out your stuff, bro. Like, don't put your ring in your girlfriend's ice cream. There's a very good chance you might chomp on it, break a tooth. Don't propose to her by a fishing dock. How many YouTube videos are there where some guy gives her the ring and she drops it in the water? Give her that shit in the middle of the desert. Don't do it in a ring. I mean in a rose. If you were a New York Giants fan, that would have been a great story. If you're not, you're like, I don't care. I don't care. The year was 1988. Old young Boogie Bob and a couple of his friends were going to Reno, Nevada. to watch. Come on, Playboy. Get your punk ass over. To watch a boxing match. Fight of the century. Boom Boom Mancini against Hector Camacho. Reno, Nevada. I don't know, I'm 18. Just turned 18, I think. And my 19, somewhere around 20, I don't know. I was a dumb kid with weed in my sock. And a pipe in my back pocket. Probably had coke in my glove box. Me and my friends were going to Reno. We get to Reno and one of them says, hey, let's go to a whorehouse. Guys, I don't like the word whore, but that was what it was called. Whorehouse. The Mustang Ranch. Every boy's dream is to go to the Mustang Ranch. I said, I ain't screwing no whores over there. What are you, crazy? Said, no, that's not what it's for. You go there and you have drinks and you just look at them. I go, oh yeah, that'll be fun. Can you imagine? Somebody took these big ass huge bricks and put them on top of this log. Guys, these logs have been floating around out there, some of them for 100 years. These big ass logs floating around in the ocean, and they end up in the Hudson. A lot of this driftwood has been out there for 100 years. Somebody went down there. Those are not light bricks. Those are huge ass stones. If you don't know, now you know. This, all of that west side of Manhattan, these weren't here. This water from the Hudson extended 2 more blocks over an avenue that way. All that's man-made. They brought in millions and millions of these big ass blocks, and they built it for years and years and years to give another avenue. I think the water went to 10th Avenue. They got 11th and 12th now. All this below us here, that's not natural. That's all made by those big ass rocks. So somebody, probably smoking crack, who knows? What would you do that for? Went down there and decided, let me get some big ass rocks and put them on top of this thing. And you know what's funny? If I come here 3 months from now, they'll be gone because somebody's going to also do the same. So we decided to go to the Mustang Ranch. We get there. When you get there, you got to pull up in your car, and there's a big gate out front. You got to ring the buzzer to the gate because you got to walk about 50 feet past the gate to get into the building. I didn't know what that was for. It turns out when you ring the buzzer, the madam, when they hear the doorbell, tells all the girls, line up. So when you get there, guys, I'm very shy. I'm not going to go have sex with some girl I don't know. Maybe. But this particular incident, I wasn't. I'm not going to go have sex with a prostitute. So we walk in. There's 15 ladies lined up there looking at us. Like, me. I'm like, I feel horrible because I'm feeling like I'm judging them by not taking them. I don't want to have sex. I don't probably need any money. I thought we were going to go to the bar and look at girls. It was humiliating. I was so humiliated. I felt bad for them, but they do this for a living, so they probably do this 100 times a day. Sir, do you see anything you like? I go, no, I'm just going to have a drink. And they all roll their eyes at you like, you douche. Okay, I get it. So I do want to show you this. This is an emergency. If you have an emergency, you pull this little handle here, and then you open this, and then you get your life preserver right here, right? This one ain't got a life preserver. This life preserver could save someone's life. Am I right? Well, let me close it up now. This is a life preserver. Well, I wonder where it is. Because you'd have to be a real creep to open that and throw the life preserver in the water. Booyah. Some piece of shit opened it. And threw the life preserver. Some of you are like, Bob, get back to the whorehouse. Let's call it a house of ill repute. I don't like that word. By the way, guys, if you look here, if you could see through the water, you could see those big ass boulders I was talking. That's all boulders. You can't really fish here because your hooks and shit would be stuck in the boulders. It's all boulders. Everywhere you look is boulders, and I'll show you that over here. Somebody took the ring out that could save someone's life and just threw it in the water. That douchebag. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Here's a lot of those boulders I was talking about. This whole west side is built on these boulders. Big ass boulders. So the girls are lined up. No thank you, I'm gonna have a drink. I'm humiliated beyond belief. We go sit at this table by the bar. Who's sitting at our table? There's only a table for 5. It's me and 2 of my buddies, so there's 3 of us. And 2 other guys at the table. It's Huey Lewis. Huey, I need a new drug. One that won't make me sick. One to make my eyes hold out. And make the back of my blues turn dim. Huey Lewis, I need a new drug. He's the biggest star in the world at that time. Those songs were huge. He was a huge, huge superstar. He also happened to be from San Francisco, from the Bay Area where I'm from. So we all knew the same people. We were talking. And he goes right over, he goes, guys, I'm not here having sex. My friend from Germany is. His friend was at the table, bald-headed guy from Germany. So I have the distinction of telling the story of when I partied in a house of ill repute. With Huey Lewis. When I moved to New York, I couldn't find a job. I needed money really bad. So I tried to sell that story to the Inquirer. I tried to betray Huey. I called up the Inquirer. I said, I got a hot tip for you. They go, what is it, sir? I go, I partied in a whorehouse with Huey Lewis. They go, click. I call them back. I go, that's a hot story. They go, sir, I don't care. I really don't care. I go, well, do you know Gregory Hines? They go, oh my God, you got something on Gregory Hines? I do. Gregory Hines was an African-American tap dancer, beautiful man. I have him on my videotapes several times. He was such a nice guy. I tried to sell him down the river too. Well, what do you got on him, sir? I go, he goes to a strip club in Times Square. They're like, sir, I don't think you get how this works. That is not salacious, sir. So guys, if you're going to sell someone down the river for your dream of money, you got to have some good shit. Just because a guy goes to a strip club and he's famous doesn't mean you could snitch on him and get paid for it. That's it. All right, enough crappy celebrity stories. If another one pops up, usually what I do when we do these long walks is I say, just start naming some people. And then you say Wesley Snipes and I give you my story, or you say Roseanne, I give you my story. Today I can't really see the screen. I know I talk a lot. There are a lot of YouTubers who don't say nothing. I don't enjoy those shows. I want narration. I want something. And the reason I got that is because my father used to go on these. He had a camcorder. He would take a cruise to Alaska. Come back, baby, you want to see my video? I go, yeah, Dad, what is it? Look at this. It's a video, 3 hours long, of him holding the camera looking at the ocean. Nothing. No narration, no nothing. I'm going to show you something cool right now. This thing is part of the highline. Guys, the highline is I'm going to show you some pretty cool things. The highline is a old railroad track that they turned into a park. Look at this. These are bottles that someone put up here for either the squirrels. I see nothing but insects in that one. The squirrels or the birds. They're usually full of nuts or whatever. I'm going to show you the highline. And then we're also going to cop a 20 sack of crack cocaine up here. Now that should be fun. I want to try crack and see what that's like. On camera, with you guys with me. I shouldn't have drank that beer. I drank a beer. My friends are not going to... If I have any of my friends that have known me my whole life, and they turn on today and see me drinking a beer, they're gonna shit their pants. I don't drink. I'm a non-drinker. Guys, this is the highline. The highline is this trestle over here. I'm gonna take you on it in a second. It goes all the way to Gavinsport. Along the way here, we're gonna cross at least 6 of my clubs and my former club, Marquee, right here. But we're gonna jump on right here on 30th, and we're gonna just walk and see if something cool pops off. Guys, in my neighborhood, these cowboys right here patrol Death Alley. This is actually in my neighborhood. I walked by it on the way to you guys today. Death Alley was when they would have cowboys ride in front of the trains. There wasn't no subway, so the trains would go right down 10th and 11th Avenue. And what would happen is people were walking and they get killed every single day. Death Alley, more people killed in there in New York than anywhere else. 1851, Death Alley, street level railroad traffic caused so many accidents that the West Side Freight Corridor became known as Death Alley. New York Central Railroad hires men on horseback called the West Side Cowboys to ride in front of the trains, telling pedestrians, "Get out of the way, dickhead! Get out of the way, partner!" Because this guy's coming. And he's there telling you, "Get your ass out the way! Stay out the green!" Guys, this is the highline. I'm not sure how it was for some reason I have in my head Kevin Bacon. Famous 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Lived in one of these apartments here. And he would look out every day and see this horrible train track. And it's just dead bodies and tires and overgrowth. And he said, we need to do something about that. I could be wrong. It's probably not Kevin Bacon. My mind's all messed up. And they got a hold of some commissioners and stuff, and they built this park. It does not look like that anymore, guys. I'm going to take you up there. The train tracks are still there, but they've decided to make this a 2-mile long, beautiful park. I'm going to take you there in a second. 1980s, blah, blah, blah. 1999, friend of the Highline. 2 neighborhood residents, Joshua David and Robert Hammond. Joshua David and Robert Hammond. If you think that it was Kevin Bacon, you're a moron, it says. So I guess I was wrong. It wasn't Kevin Bacon. I'm going to take you there now. All right. We're doing some walk and talks. I'm dropping knowledge on you. Guys, get yourself a $12 hot dog right here. If you want to take a bus to Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, Express from $1 plus a reservation fee. Oh my God, I'd like to take the bus for $1. Yeah, absolutely. Here, give me the $1. Now the reservation fee is $84. That's the old catch 'em. That's how they get you. $1. That's a great deal. Yeah, $1 plus 87, sir. But you get the buses right here. You'll often see people lined up here, there, but for the grace of God go I. God bless this gentleman. They have some really amazing buses that leave from here, take you right to Philly. My dream is to go to Philly and get a Philly cheesesteak. Never done it. It's definitely on my list. Come out here, get you. This one's going to Philly right here. Philadelphia. Let's say you don't want to go to Philadelphia. You want to go to D.C. You want to go say, oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. There he goes. What are you doing, player? I didn't want to interrupt his food. I wasn't trying to cock block the rat. He was just trying to eat some food. Did you guys see the size of that thing? It's like a damn muskrat. Captain and Tennille in the 70s had a #1 hit called Muskrat Love. There was Susie, she loved muskrat. Something like that. Muskrat Love. They have to pay a yearly whatever it is to the city. It ain't free, bro. It ain't free. So if they work all day and don't sell one hot dog. Do you guys remember I gave you a story about the pigeons, and the pigeons, all their feet are mangled and broken? It's from shit like this. Some lady's weave got ripped out right here. It's sitting on a damn fence. Pigeons have these really their knuckles grab hair. And once it gets in there, their beautiful hand gets crushed. And pigeons ain't got no scissors. Look at this poor guy. That's a big ass rat. He didn't make it. I'm very sorry, my friend. God bless you. Sorry about that, guys. I'm an animal lover. Guys, we're going to the Vessel. It's one of my favorite attractions in New York City. The problem is it's so beautiful and different. We had 4 suicides. It might be 5. I could be wrong. When it first opened, it was so beautiful. A young kid from Rutgers College, I think he was on the lacrosse team, was having some issues, and he jumped off it to his death. Go up there, go by yourself. It's super cool. Well, they ended up thinking it was an isolated incident. Then we had a second death. A young lady jumped off the top of it, and that was really sad as well. So they tried to change the rules, and they said now it's $10. Like, if you want to kill yourself, you won't spend $10. I'm so depressed, I want to end it all. That's $10. Oh no, I want to live again. No, that doesn't work that way. They started charging $10, and you could no longer go by yourself. You had to go with a group of people. The problem was you could meet the people there. And it didn't work. Someone else jumped off it. And then the last one was the most horrific. It's a young boy. I think he was 12 years old. He was with his mom, his dad, his grandma, and his sister. And a 12-year-old boy jumped off, killed himself. You're not going to live from up there. It's horrific. They shut it down. Which is a good thing, because I wasn't doing that shit anyway. I ain't doing it. This is considered the most expensive real estate in America. Billions and billions of dollars, because this is the Hudson Yards. The Hudson Yards is a whole bunch of trains. He going to Philly, he going to Germany, I don't know. Do trains go to Germany? I don't think so. Maybe. I know trains go to Hawaii, so that much we know. So anyways, long story short, hey, Ted was here. Ted was here. It should say Ted was here, and he was a douchebag who put a lock on the fence. We're almost there. It's right here. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your grandma about me. After this, I'm going to White Castle, because there's nothing better on Memorial Day than eating White Castle burgers. Here goes the train here. They're leaving. On a typical day, this whole thing is nothing but trains. Coming and going. This is a very, very busy hub. It's called the Hudson Yards. And right across the street, booyah! That is the Vessel. It's made of this beautiful copper colored metal. It has levels. You can go up. One day you go up that way, or you can go up that way. Once you get there, you can go up that way or that way. There's like 1,000 different ways you can go to the top, and you can do this every day of the year and never go the same way twice. And there's also an elevator in there, but the elevator goes at a curve. I'm going to take you inside in a second and show you. This is the most expensive real estate project in American history. Is this Ted again? Look at this. It's the same dick with the lock. Now he's putting stickers on here. Ted's got game. It should say Ted's a douche. All right. We're going to make our move. Guys, you got to remember, I'm 133 years old. I'm the oldest live streaming YouTuber there is. There's no one older than me. So not only did they do this, all this here, they have a mall. Their mall is Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all those, Rolex. all the really high-end stores. They also have this building here, which is the Edge. I'll show you that in a second. It's 100 stories tall, and they have an edge. They have this this thing with glass floor where you could walk out onto the glass floor. I've done it on my show. It's very scary. Even though you know it's like 2 inches thick and it ain't gonna break, it's still very scary. This is the Hudson Yard Hotel. I'm gonna take you up here, show you some cool things, and then we're gonna go on the what's it called? Highline. Also, don't forget, guys. My new watch says it's, was it 4:30? That can't be right. What the hell? Felt like it was like 9 o'clock. My new Amazon special tells me that it's Queen Latifah's dropping by at 5, guys, so make sure you stick around. Queen Latifah is going to talk about her next episode of The Equalizer and her new movie coming out. Should be fun. Alright. This is something cool they have here now. A lot of these parks have it. This is a concert series, the big screen, power hour, family fun, movie night. And you just, if you want to know more, click on that thing. I don't know how that works, I'm old. But you click on that thing, and that's actually the movie. Look, people are already sitting here getting ready for the movie. Obviously, you're not going to see it till nighttime or till the sun falls, but they have, it's like a drive-in movie theater, but you leave the car at home. I got my first hand, never mind, at a movie theater. Seat with my brother was in the back seat with his wife. I was in the front seat with her friend. And it got really embarrassing really quick. She was all over me like a cheap suit, but who could blame her? You guys think I'm good looking now. You should have seen me back in 1980, 81. I was a Richard Gere, but better looking. So we've had several suicides off of the top of this thing. As you can see, it's pretty high. As no one's gonna survive off of that. I'm actually gonna take you inside of it to show you what it looks like inside. This is a Boogie Bob exclusive. No other YouTuber ever has been inside this building for the last 3 hours. For at least the last 2 hours. It's a Boogie Bob exclusive in the last 20 minutes. I think most people just assume closed. You can see the material. Look how beautiful it is. And you can see me. Bronzish brown. It's a great place to meet ladies. I'm gonna meet one right here. No, she didn't give me the time of day. Usually I could tell from 20 feet away if they're feeling me. Nope, neither one of those. Ma'am? Nope. No. I'm going to take you right inside there. We're going to look up. I'm going to show you a really cool view of the vessel. Living on the edge. Got a great video on my channel if you want to meet. What's up, OG? How you living? All right. Hello. All right. Now we got action. Hey, girl. All right. Never mind. Never mind. So, guys, we're inside. This is where you take your selfies. You can actually put your phone on the ground. Now, if you have... Go ahead, player. If you have any courtesy, you wait till someone else goes, and then you go. I don't know that that's a good shot in the stairwell. It's just, but they're doing it right. You put your phone down, and it takes it up. And I'll go next if they leave. Some people be standing there an hour and a half. You're like, come on, player. And then I'll show you what it looks like from inside here. After you, ma'am. You're welcome. Like her. I don't know if she understands the concept. All right, so you put your camera down here, and then hopefully. Come on, player. Are you? Can't tell. Can't tell if you're sorry. You just jump in my car. There's my peace sign. I got a dude standing 2 inches from me right now. I don't know what. Also understands about sharing the thing. This guy. There's my feet. I don't know. I don't understand it. I'm trying to be polite, but bro, your shoulder's touching my shoulder. Guys, there's the upward view. I'm sorry. Could have been cute, but this dude's on my balls. This is the closest I've been to physical contact with someone in months. So I should buy him a drink. Guys, if you want to be kind and courteous and nice, I was standing there and he just walked past. He doesn't move. I was standing there. He's like, I don't care about you, sir. He said sorry. Okay, I'll let that go. Let that go, Bob. Guys, this is the elevator. So the elevator, because a lot of people, you can't have this many stairs. Remember, you go up here. The doors are now closed, so you can't go up. But you go up here, and you turn left, right, go up here, go here. You can go up any stairs you want. You can literally go up there, walk around the side, then go up there. You can go up 1,000 different ways. It's really cool. Or you could just push the button and take your ass up there. And it's a curved elevator. So, be polite, Bob. Be polite. How do I get out of here? Go this way. The guy had his balls on my shoulder. Hey, girl. Thank you, player. Appreciate it. That was a Boogie Bob exclusive. I had direct contact with male genitalia. He was pretty well hung, too. He was I was standing there, and the guy is... I'm standing there, and the guy's like... I said something, he goes, oh, sorry. Dude, your arm is on my arm. I think there's a protocol. All right. Let it go, Bob. Guys, right here. Cartier. Dior. This ain't your mama's mall. They do have a Five Guys Burgers in there, and there's also a Gap, I think. But for the most part, Lululemon, Rolex is in their store, and they were almost double what mine were. So it's very, very expensive. It's an authentic Rolex. Guys, if you're going to get a Rolex, don't buy it on eBay because you're not going to get a real Rolex. Don't buy it in town off some guy at a gas station. You can buy it from an authorized dealer. Most Rolex stores only carry 2 or 3 different Rolexes. That's their motto. They don't make it available for everybody. You want it, you got to find it. Your best bet is to get it on the gray market. But you got to get it from somebody reputable, or you're going to get a $20,000, $20 watch. Won't work. So, we still got a lot of fish to fry. You guys ready? I'm going to take you to the red tree over here. It's a beautiful piece of art. By the way, guys, when this opened up, their grand opening, it was spectacular. They never called me back. That's not what we do. We do nightclubs. We don't do the white shirt and bow ties. We do the fine-ass girl like, hey, how's it going? We don't do the good evening, sir. We don't do that. If that's what you want, I can give it to you, but you got to tell me you want that. I had some of my girls that have been with me for 20 years, some of my ratchet girls. I thought they'd love them because they're so fine. Not everybody wants a ratchet girl. I do, but not everybody does. This, guys, is called The Shed. The Shed is a humongous, huge, you can see it. It's a humongous concert venue. And they got a lot going on in there. It's a revolutionary concert hall suspended in air. Look at that. And the names are Igor Levit. I never heard of him. Kurt Crit Travagati? I don't know any of those people. I don't know. I'm going to take you to the Red Tree. I'm going to show you Kevin Bacon's house. Queen Latifah's dropping by at 5 o'clock. A lot of stuff going on. You came on a good day. By the way, if you guys are liking the stream so far, put some red hearts in the screen so I know that you're... And for the first time today, I can actually see the screen. Drakester's in the house. What up, Drakester? Nightbot's in the house. What are you doing here, Nightbot? I'm just going to say hi to some people. Rev, hi, Rev. Sugar Bay, how are you? Karina, hi, boo. Everybody's in the house. Miss Reilly, hi. Phil Clemens, my dear friend from across the pond. Oh, man, your son is handsome, Phil. It's a chip off the old block. Oh, look at all those red hearts. Valerie's here. Frankie Rivera is not having a good time. Frankie Rivera threw no red hearts, but Frankie Rivera loves the concert. That's amazing. Thank you. David Young's in the house. David, how are you, Playboy? I get people all the time say, Bob, you didn't say hi to me. Bro, I can't see the screen. I'm shit at that. Hi, Treaton. Hi, Bone Man. Mr. Bone Man. Sing me a song. Ree Sanders, how are you? I'm seeing a lot of names. I got all my heavy hitters in here today. Maz in the house. What's happening, Maz? Rob H. Guys, Queen Latifah's dropping by at 5 o'clock. Judging by my new watch, I think that's in 15 minutes. I can't. I'm old. I can't see nothing. But I'm going to take you finally to some really cool stuff. We left the house. We went to the Intrepid. We saw some strippers. Wait, was that today or yesterday? No, no strippers today. My bad. My bad. I got confused. This is really cool. This is an art exhibit. You're going to see plenty of art exhibits from an African-American artist. And you can see a lot of the stuff is, here is, of course, we've got Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He had a dream. Right here you have Jack Johnson, first black African-American heavyweight champion of the world. He dated white women. Bro, this is dated 1921. He's dating white women in 1921. They tried to get him for taking white women across state lines. He was like, yo, I'm the heavyweight champion. Screw you. I'll date who I want. This is a beautiful thing by Fahim Majid. It's called Freedom Stands 2020. I know Angela Davis when I see her. Man, if you had that hair back in my high school, 78, 79, 80, James Whiteside, David Young. I think Frederick Young had a nice natural like that. Huey Newton, of course, Harriet Tubman, God bless you. That's the Black Panther thing. Over here we have Joe Biden. And of course, Kamala Harris. Where's she from? Oakland, California. California knows how to party. California knows how to party. Plot to murder Muhammad. That's the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I am very surprised the government didn't get him. They got every prominent black man they could get if they deemed them a threat. Anyway, it's a beautiful piece out. Here's Whitney. Go ahead, girl. Guys, this is what I was talking about. There's a fake monk. It's the first fake monk of the day. Look, he's trying to sell the bracelets. Don't buy it, bro. Don't you say yes. He gonna get you. He's gonna try to get the ladies bracelets. Guys, this was a dilapidated train track. Sat empty for 50 or 60 years. Nothing but weeds and green and tires and dead bodies. They came up here, they cleaned it up. Somebody had the foresight to leave the train tracks here. And they've got some of the coolest benches and artwork down here you've ever seen in your life. It's an overground, above ground park. Look at this guy's bench. Oh, look at these guys. They're on a damn teeter-totter. I love it. I saw you going down. I thought, am I tripping? I thought I was tripping. It's like a teeter-totter, guys. It goes up and down. Look at it. We're above the streets. And the Hudson River's that way, so that's the west side. East side's that way, and now you get an idea of what the train track looks like. Back in the 1800s, early 1900s, they had trains. Most trains in Manhattan, certainly in Midtown Manhattan, are all underground now. They used to be above ground. If you get up past Harlem, you still have some above ground, but for the most part, they're all underground. It's quite ingenious. It's a lot of work, but very cool. Now I'm going to take you to the Red Tree. I tried to take you there last month, but it was the first day it was installed, and I think that they, let me see where we're at on battery. 39%. I'm doing good, Rev. It was the first day it was installed, so I was too early. All right, I'm going to take you on the train track, but I want to show you the Red Tree, if it's even here. Maybe it's gone. And then we're just going to walk and talk. I'm going to take my shirt off and we're going to frolic. I haven't frolicked in a long time. Who would like to frolic with me? Ma'am, would you like to frolic? No? No, that's a no. That was a hard no from her. She does not want to frolic. She's right now on Google going, what is frolic? What is frolic? So you can see this was a huge undertaking. The benches everywhere are just all different and really cool. And the train tracks are still here. You can still score crack just like a regular train, but now you score it above ground. So that's a bonus. I see the Red Tree. Now it's called the Red Tree. I don't think this is really red. When we get up here, you guys get in the comments, guys. Let's discuss if it's red or if it's Argenta. Is Argenta a color? I don't know. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But I know it's a really unusual tree. And I brought you here the first day it was unleashed, but they were still doing some kind of... This is as far as I got. Oh, I came here on Robin's birthday. Considered one of the greatest live streams of all time. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And it's not pink. I'm going to stick with Argenta, although I'm not sure what Argenta is. That's the story, and I'm sticking with it. Typically, they'll have a sign out here saying who the artist is. What are we dealing with here? What are we dealing with? That's definitely not wood, right? You got the same idea I got. What is that? Oh, it's like stone, the guy says. It's not wood. It's stone, according to this kid. I don't think it's stone. All right. That was the Red Tree. Now we're going to get on to the juicy part. Getting ready for Queen Latifah. I got to comb my hair and brush my teeth. I brought Tic Tacs. Just in case. You never know.
Look, Lindsay.
By the way, her name is Dana. If you ever seen Queen Latifah, she'll typically have a necklace on, and in that necklace is a motorcycle key. And the motorcycle key is a key for the motorcycle she brought her when she got famous or started making money with the Juice Crew out of Jersey. She bought a motorcycle for her brother, and her brother was tragically killed on that motorcycle. And she now wears the key to honor him. All right. These are fun facts. That wasn't that fun, to be honest with you. Fun facts from Boogie Bob.
3 to 5.
Honey, did you watch the Boogie Bob show like I told you? Yeah, I did. What'd you think? Well, I thought he was shit. He's pompous, he's arrogant, he's not as good looking as he thinks. He talks incessantly. Most of his facts are bullshit. He lies a lot, he uses curse words. He talks about blowjobs like 4 times. Kept trying to pick up on women and guys. What's with this guy? Oh, that's just Bob, that's what he does. But did you like the show? No, I hated it. I hated it. Now I understand why he's only got 1,000 subscribers. Guys, there are girls that go on, some guys too, but there's fine ladies that go on YouTube and eat a bag of Fritos and get 10 million views. I just walked for 11 hours. I got 45 views. I'm not that great. Your best bet is to tune out now. Your best bet is to leave now before Queen Latifah gets here. Hey, ladies.
I did not know that it was.
All right, I see you. I seen them looking. Ladies, could you imagine you're walking down the street and then I walk towards you? Could you imagine the joy these women are enjoying right now? Guys, we're now on the highline. We're gonna walk this shit till my feet start bleeding. Or until I run out of juice, which could be at any time. Anytime. Got some really cool things here I think you're going to enjoy though. I'm also going to show you some of my clubs if we get down that far before my battery dies. First up is Marquee, which threw me out like old garbage even though I was there 18 years. I'm not sure where we're at right now, probably 30th. Remember guys, this is a train track from this railing here to that railing there. It was all, these are all beautiful trees. There's hundreds of trees planted, lots of flowers. There's birds, butterflies, very nice shops up here. None of this was here. It was all just, picture a train track that had been overgrown with weeds and death for 50, 60, 70 years. Now they have all these beautiful benches, and if you keep an eye on the side, you're going to run into these train tracks. They left, I thought that was so ingenious to leave the train tracks so that people remember, yo, this is a damn train track. Over here, they left a couple of the dead bodies. So that's a nice touch to leave the, that was stupid. One thing that I gotta show you guys, this is really cool. I don't know how you would feel if you lived here. First of all, if you live here, you got to have a lot of money. Most of these, some of these sound like this one here. You might be able to afford, depending on your income. I couldn't afford some of these places. There's some very, very, very rich folks that live here. But what I noticed is, let's say this was your corner apartment right here, like a brownstone. But now there's 100,000 people walking by your bathroom or your kitchen every day. There's your bathroom and your kitchen right there. Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir. I love your couch. Did you get that at IKEA? Yeah, it's very nice. Sir, I didn't know you were circumcised. That's nice, sir. You live. There's some that are much closer than this. I'll show you up here. Their window is damn near touching the railing. Insane. And then of course you get these guys. When you have the name luxury rental, yeah. All right. So we're just walking. We're going to be looking at the philodendron. I don't know. I might have made that word up. Dandelions. E pluribus unums right here. Daffodils. It's windy, so guys, if you're having problems with the audio, I apologize. A good YouTuber knows that half of the video is sound, not just how good the picture is. If you have a great picture, here we got a model. Look, she ain't on the phone. She's perpetrating. How do I know? Because the man right there taking pictures. Okay, turn to the left. Cover girl. Do your thing. On the runway, work. You better work. You look fantastic. I bet they're going to turn out terrific. I got her number. We're having drinks on Tuesday. A real player knows how to read between the lines. Now guys, remember that last apartment I showed you? You think that's that? You think this guy here has that apartment? No. This guy here don't drive no tow truck. He's not even an orthodontist. This guy's a neuroplasty surgeon of some sort. He does Brazilian butt lifts. This guy got, bless you. I heard you, bless you. All right, I said bless you twice. She didn't say thank you. It's a pet peeve of mine. You sneezed and I blessed you. Shouldn't you thank me for my blessing? I'm petty that way. Ma'am, yes? I take back my bless you. I take it back. Could you imagine? Look at this guy's apartment. Can you imagine? You'll get a better view of some of those over there. Yeah, you're not casually making money having that apartment. It wraps all the way around. That's 20 grand a month. I'm sure. Guys, I live in Hell's Kitchen in a phone booth. I have what's called a brownstone. I'm the only person I know with a backyard, so I do have a backyard that I don't use because I don't want my cats to get out. But even mine is $1,700 a month. I can't imagine what some of these places are. And mine's only that cheap because I've been in it 30 years. I won't get out. I think my landlord wants to murder me because as soon as I get murdered, he's going to quadruple the rent. I live in Times Square, bro, with a backyard, first floor. $7. 30 years times 7, multiply that, is 5 a year. That's a 1 every 6 years. Not bad. Guys, this is kind of cool. This is Marquee. I was at this club for 18 years. Across the street, ain't no other YouTuber telling you this. Across the street is the projects, and I call it housing units. Whoopi Goldberg grew up right here. Whoopi Goldberg used to look out her window. She had a white towel on her head. She would pretend she was a little white girl with white hair, blonde hair, and go out and dance. That's how she became such a phenomenal actress and comedian. She said she would look out her windows, be a little scary to walk around out there. One night I got off. My friend was in town, my DJ from California. We left Marquee. We got right about there, and we heard this horrible, horrible crash right behind us. I thought a tow truck hit the wall or something. I looked around. It was a phone book. It was a phone book on the ground. I go, what the hell? And it was all the pages were flying up in the air, and then another one fell. And I looked up, and there was kids on the roof throwing New York City phone books at us. Almost killed me and my friend. You ever seen a New York City phone book, bro? Looked like a dictionary, a Webster's dictionary. Kids were throwing them off. But Whoopi Goldberg grew up right in these housing projects right here. That's a Boogie Bob exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Over here, Leonardo DiCaprio took a piss after he got drunk at this. Sorry, that was stupid. Okay, I always got to ruin it. I try too hard. I try too hard. You get a really good idea of the train tracks here. Now they got trees growing out of them. How beautiful is this concept? It's a park that was a dilapidated train track that someone had the foresight and raised the money in the capital. Beautiful. It's a wonderful, don't mind me, sir. Sorry that I hit your handlebar with my rib, sir. I apologize about that. All right. We're just walking and talking. I've tried so hard. Look at this. What the hell is that?
It's very cute. I like
Look
that.
at these big ass white flowers. That thing's the size of a football. What kind of tree is that? I don't know. It's got big ass white flowers popping up out of it. Thank you, Galaxy S20 Ultra Plus. Because your iPhone ain't doing that. Your iPhone can't do that. We're still walking. We're officially 2 hours and 15 minutes into the live. If you guys are having fun, all 100 of you, feel free to hit the like button. If you're having a bad time, hit the hate button. I think there's a hate button in there. I think if you hit like twice, it turns into a hate. All right. That's another trick they use. Hit the like button twice, guys. Also, if you don't like the show, write your congressman. That's what I would do. Be a Karen. You should demand to speak to my manager, Rev. The last time I was here, they were shooting a movie with Alec Baldwin right there. Now, if Alec Baldwin is ever shooting a movie near you, don't go. I'll just leave it at that. Don't go. Do not go. Leibowitz. A lot of these are very famous buildings. They got all the pictures from Annie Leibovitz. Conan O'Brien, Taylor Swift. A lot of very wealthy people have either lived here or owned buildings here. Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold's next door neighbor's brother knew a guy who lived here. So if you're a Tom Arnold fan, his next door neighbor's brother's cousin knew a guy who lived here at one point. I don't know if that interests you. Madonna, you like Madonna? Madonna's barber had a brother who knew a... All right, I'm being stupid. These are really super cool. You probably can't tell what it is from here. You have to go up. It's a smokestack. There's another one down there. Typically, these are at almost every major building back in the day. They tear them down now, so you just don't see that many anymore. Every drop of rain that draws a flower grows. Oh, here we are. We're still walking. Now listen, if you're sitting at home going, this is shit, I told you to leave a half hour ago. Can't get mad at me. I knew it was going to be shit. Hi there. Ooh, I got a smile. Now she either smiled at me or smirked at me. I'm not sure. I'll have to watch it on replay. I think it was a smile. It was like a smirkle. We're just walking. By the way, it's free. There's not a whole lot free in New York. You can walk around. Most of that's free. You can breathe air. You ain't going nowhere for free. Come here. It's free. You could smell the flowers. They smell really good. These philodendrons. Got bees. Little bee over there having sex with a flower. Beautiful. Lots of flowers in the spring. In the spring, this place is just, they're popping up everywhere. It's beautiful. Beautiful. If I had $1 for every woman I met here, I'd have zero money. None. Her, maybe. Hello. Oh, hi. I stopped her in her tracks, but I don't think she said hi back. My hello wasn't strong enough. All right. I'm not sure what street we're on. I'm going to say we're in the 20s somewhere. I'm going to say 26. No, 26. I'm going to say 22. We're gonna figure it out. All of these have these really cool, they'll tell you who did it, attention, the installation of artwork in progress. We're currently in the process of deinstalling some art and putting new stuff up. Look at this big ass thing. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. I don't care for it. Sir, is this your artwork? I'm trying to cut across here, but it's very hard to cut across with so many people coming. I'm on the wrong side. Let me cut across, bro. Let me cut across. All right, that's impossible. Hi, Phil Clemens. How are you? Hi, R.E. Sanders. Ree Sanders. RJ, what's the deal? RJ's my co-producer. If he says keep it moving, I got no choice, guys. Don't get mad at me, get mad at RJ. Look at these apartments, guys. I can tell you these are very, very, very expensive apartments. We got the beer can one coming up here. Does anybody know the real name of the beer can one? It looks like a bunch of beer cans. I'll show you that when we get there. Right now, this is probably the only smartest business I've seen since we've been walking. All the businesses face 10th Avenue. And the thing is, this guy's got a sign facing this way. All these other businesses are blowing it. This guy's like, yo, I want to get people from behind us to come into the front. This guy's got a gallery. He's got Banksy, Basquiat. That doesn't mean he has them there. I doubt he has any Banksy or Basquiats in there. He might have a Banksy. He ain't got no Basquiat in there. Warhol, he might have a Warhol. I doubt it. But that just means I traded there one time. That means they might have had one come through there, so they put it up. If I go in there right now and say, oh, you got a Banksy? Oh, no, we did back in June of '87. But it's a great way to get your people coming in. There's a lot of people out here, bro. A lot of people. All right, here I go. I'm trying to drop knowledge on you. I don't know what these guys, this guy's a peeping Tom. You take a picture of people's backyards. I need to know what's going on back over there. Sorry. All right, we're still walking. I told you I'm going to walk to the end of this bitch or until my battery turns off, and right now I have 29%. We're good. We got another 4 hours. Guys, I told you I'm walking to Brooklyn. Here's the guy again. Remember I got the model's number? There she is. She remembers me. She remembers me. This is, I believe we're on 23rd Street. I can't tell from this angle. Where's my Galaxy Ultra S Plus? I can't read that from there. Excuse me! Sir! What avenue are you on? Oh. I'm gonna just go ahead and say 23rd Street. I'm sure I'm wrong. Sure I'm wrong. Every now and then I'm wrong. At least twice a year. All right. We're still just walking and talking. Not my best life. Not my best work. Really cool art installation here. I don't know what it is. I'm going to try not to show that lady sitting down there because I don't want to look like a stalker. I'm going to try not to show that lady right there because I don't want to look like a stalker. I think it's beautiful. I'm not sure what it is. Like Yahoo! I don't know. I'm going to keep it moving. This is really pretty. It's a new piece. I haven't seen it yet. But you've got all the iconic New York symbols here. You got the 6 train. You got pizza. Got a pigeon. I don't know. Got some brother with a crown on. There's the A train. There's some water. There's a crack rock right there. It's a hypodermic needle. It's actually quite beautiful. Let me see if I can
Same as with the
snatch a screenshot. Look at this entrepreneur. She's trying to give away balloons for free because this model's following. She's trying to give away balloons for free because she's going home. Huh.
Hi. It's for free. I'm leaving for today. Here's my sample.
You're so sweet. I almost wore that same hat today. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You are a very sweet lady. I wish you lots of success. She has samples and she's giving them out to people. I almost wore that hat. Now that's crazy. That would have been really embarrassing if I wore my rubber balloon hat. Kenneth Cole. Look good for good. Kenneth Cole. All right. I always feel like somebody's watching me and you get no privacy. Oh. All right. I must have walked at least 80 miles. At least 80 miles today. I hope you guys are having a good time. We're just walking down the highline. This is a park in New York City. A lot of people never even get to check out. If you come here, I definitely recommend it. It's a great chill spot, great people watching spot. Look at how beautiful right here. Guys, they kept the train tracks on the left over there. And they've got these various flowers. In nature we call it fauna. And maize is corn. I learned that in 4th grade. Maize is corn.
You had to work there for 2 years in farm.
And the flora here is just remarkable. No celebrities. I usually meet at least one celebrity by now. No celebrities there. And Queen Latifah, leave it to her. But she's late. It's 20 minutes late. This is ridiculous. Guys, if you paid money for this stream, you're getting a full refund. I apologize that Queen Latifah is not here yet. She's still coming. She's just running late. Don't go nowhere. Stay till the end, guys. That's another trick YouTubers use. Stay till the end, guys. This is the kind of street that Bob Dylan wrote songs about right here. It used to be like an old cobblestone New York City street. We're still walking. Also, no sailors. I'm very surprised. No sailors up here. I just don't think many of them know about it. Remember I said there's some really cool artworks? Bless you, bless you, bless you. 4 sneezes. I don't know that this is cool artwork. Art is supposed to make you feel something. And maybe some of you are like, wow, that's amazing. I don't feel nothing. It looks like it's kind of a pillar. Empire State Building right there, guys. This would be a cute picture. Look, if that couple, click.
Like that? Or like that?
Very cute. That would actually be a very cute. Get in the corner there. Have someone over here rattle off a picture. Very pretty. I got pictures here. Pictures here. Get your pictures. You bring a high quality camera, put it on a tripod right there. You sell $20 pictures all day long. All right. Come on, Playboy. Can't hog the sidewalk, OG. Look at this. You want to see how the rich folks live? Look at this. How much do you think they paid for that couch? Oh, ma'am, no, I'm not looking in your window. I was just admiring your negligee. It's very nice. Very nice negligee, ma'am. Victoria's Secrets? I was just... Okay, here's the one I told you looks like a beer can. Back in the old days, if you drank Hams or Billy beer, the 1970s when you had the top that you pulled the whole thing off. Look at these glass windows. How cool. Goes all the way up top. Super cool. Anybody know what the name of this is? Somebody puts it in here every time I come here because I always forget. It's a lantern house. I think Rev just said it's a lantern house. You can see some of them in a lantern house. I think Rev, you guys got to pay attention to Rev. It's a lantern house. I think. It looks kind of like a lantern. I call it the beer can house. I'm probably wrong. But again, really, really rich folks live down here. And you get 100,000 people a day walking by filming them. My last apartment in the same building I'm on, I was on the 5th floor. It had skylights. I'd be laying in bed, dead ass laying there, naked. It wasn't as gross as it is now. Back then I wasn't so gross. But you're laying in bed naked, and then you hear the footsteps on the roof. The creak, 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 and then you're looking up at your skylight, and all of a sudden there's a guy. He doesn't know it's a... See, he's on the roof, and he starts doing it. Every time. Put up with about 4 years of that until I finally moved to the bottom floor. They would always say the same thing. I enjoyed watching your penis, sir. So that made me feel good. That was nice. That was a nice compliment. But all of these are having... I would not like 100,000 people walking by my place every day. This guy's got a flat screen TV. He's watching he's watching Netflix. I don't know what movie it is. But I don't know that I could be comfortable. Especially at night. At nighttime, I bet it's really crazy. Most of them have like smoked glass, but some of them you can see right in. And believe me, I don't think anyone's, well, some probably are purposely being peeping toms. I don't ever want to look at somebody's window. I feel creepy, but you're walking by and you see a big ass apartment. You're admiring the apartment. There's some dude laying on a couch. All right. That's a beautiful apartment there. IKEA. That's definitely IKEA. But look at this corner. Ah, wonderful. I live on a bus. My apartment is like a damn bus. Look at this building. Twisted. Here's something you don't see very much. Watch between the buildings right there. You don't see the planes flying over Manhattan like they used to. When they do, they're way up high. They used to fly over low, but after 9/11. Guys, right there is Chelsea Piers. They have a hockey rink. They have golf, a driving range. All kinds of really cool stuff if you get a chance. Little Island's right there too. Oh, I wonder if we should go do Little Island. I think I'll be out of battery by then, hopefully. Hopefully this battery will put me out of my misery. And put you out of your misery. Poor Rev. All right, I told you I'd bring you by some of my places. This was my baby. Now, I've had 40 or 50 really great locations in the last couple years. I had over 200 in the 30 years I've been doing this. But in the last decade or so, at least 40, all the hottest spots. My favorite, and I try not to play favorites, is, and if you look right there, I still have that. That's the Dream Hotel. That's the one with the round windows right there. That's mine. the Dream Hotel bottom floor, the Dream Hotel the rooftop, which is PhD, the Dream Hotel restaurant, which is closed still, the Electric Room, which is the nightclub underneath, and of course Catch, which is below it, and Tao right before it. So I have at least 9 right there where that building is. But my favorite that I ever had is right there. It's now a parking lot. I get ready to cry every time I see it. This was Avenue. Avenue was my baby. Avenue was the one place where I could go and feel comfortable. All the owners, they all love me now, they respect me now, but it's different. This is the one that was like my home base. If I go in a Dream, oh, they love me. Anything I want, Tao, anywhere. I'm an owner, so I own the business inside of there. I don't own the business. If you're new in here, I own a coat check all over New York City. And I own all the coat checks at all their locations there. Some bathrooms as well, but here was my baby. I have managers at all locations. I even had one there, but this was the one that I went to the most. And Prince played one of his last concerts there. You would go in there and you would see Jamie Foxx performing with Music Soul Child, or you would see Mary J. Blige or Cher. You're like, what the hell? It wasn't a huge nightclub, but it was home. It was one where some of these places I feel insecure. I'm the oldest guy in the building. Even though I'm the most handsome and the flyest guy in there and no one's got a shoe game or a watch game like me, I still feel sometimes a little old. There I felt home. And when I walked by after the pandemic and I saw that it was rubble, it ripped my guts out. Right there. That was Avenue. Marquee is a sister club, and Marquee's right down the street here. I've got Dream, Tao, Catch, and then of course all my other ones are on the other side of 6th Avenue in this area down here. That's it. It's a Boogie Bob exclusive. I can literally cry right now. I was like, I've had several places go out of business, but that's the one place where I really, really wish I could have, they could have saved it. Pandemic came along. A lot of you guys don't realize a lot of these places had to pay rent anyways. When pandemic came, you still got to pay rent. You think the government says, or the city or the landlord goes, nah, don't worry about it. No, you got to pay. You got to pay, Playboy. At least I know where we're at now. That's 17th Street. This thing ends on Gansevoort right down here, so we're almost done. I said I'd walk the whole thing. I kept my word. I kept my word. This is a really cool spot here. A lot of people would just sit here and chill, and it's because that's a glass window. And 10th Avenue. You just sit there and watch 10th Avenue. Remember, guys, after this, I'm going to White Castle. Because my dad, when he got out of Vietnam, he said, son, when I'm long gone, this was 1973, he said, there's going to be a time in my life when I'm not here anymore, son, and you're going to have to carry on the tradition. I said, what's that, Dad? I'll do it. He said, every Memorial Day you go to White Castle. And I'm not about to let him down. Hey girl, where you been all my life? Sorry, where was I? And by the way, I often bring my dad with me. In my heart, but also in his dog tags. This thing sat in a damn foxhole in Vietnam for 2 years. And this, believe it or not, is when I was in prison. True story. That was my 520C was my by the way, it's stamped 2-karat gold. I don't know why you would have 2-karat gold. This was the key tab for my thing. This reminds me, don't go to prison. Do not go to prison. It's not fun, especially when you're a 21-year-old, very handsome young man like I was with long hair. and a 6-pack and a size 28 waist. Oh, I was popular with the boys in prison. Very popular. Hi, you're cute. What are you in for? Oh, I stabbed a guy while he was sleeping for saying I was cute. We're still walking. I ain't doing nothing. Guys, this is cool. They have various foods. Gelati, sorbetti. I think that's sherbet. I think they're trying to sound fancy right there. Here's empanadas. Empanadas. Fried bites. I like fried bites. Over here they are closed. Drinks, juices. Where's the pizza at, bruh? Where's the sausage? Here's a donuttery. Oh, here they make donuts. Donuts. Here's Coney Shack. Now this gotta have crazy. It says Coney Shack. You got shrimp po' boys, nacho dog, chica dogs, holy puke. Oh, holy F-U, but it's not spelled F-U-C-K. It's spelled P-H-U-C. Holy F word. It's a holy F word. They got rice bowls, tacos. Shorty looking at me like she want me to say hi. She just want me to say hi. I gotta tell these ladies, I can't say hi to all of you. Most of you, yes. Hi, hello. Most of you, I can't say hi to all of you ladies. It's not fair. Not fair. Guys, this is pretty cool. Some of these, there's a few in the city, but this building here and this building here connected by that bridge there. Macy's and Gimbel's down in that area, they had the same thing. Not Macy's, Gimbel's. Nice bridge. Steve, I gotta go next door. Let me walk across the sky bridge. All right. Look at this guy. He took off his damn shoes. He's walking around in the water. Come on, player. All right. Oh, I like it. I think it's meant to take your shoes off. Sit right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip that started on the passengers aboard this tiny ship. Something, something, Sailor Man, the shipmate shipment tour. The millionaire and the skipper too. Movie star and her wife. I don't know. I butchered it. Mary Ann's in there sometime. Alright, it's time for another celebrity story. This is the worst one I have. This is the most embarrassing one of my career. It's probably 1993. I was working as a bathroom attendant at Planet Hollywood on 57th Street. Look at these chairs. They're on wheels. They're on wheels. I used to get tips by telling, I would work on tips. Hi, sir, you want some cologne? Hi, sir, blah, blah, blah. Hi, sir, you know, I like the Yankees. I like the Yankees, too. Hi, sir. Oh, sir, your penis is nice. Whatever you had to say to get tips, I get my tips. And one of my favorite tricks to get tips was to find out every day there was movie stars there. Planet Hollywood, the first one in the country, first one in the world. And I was a big shot there because I owned the bathrooms. But I was working, making like $60 a day every shift I worked. That was big money for me back then. And when a movie star would come in, I would tell the people, I would always make it sound like it's a secret. Hi, sir, how are you? Where are you from? Oh, Connecticut. Hey, James Edward Olmos from Miami Vice is upstairs. Look at her. What you wearing, girl? What you wearing? You're wearing nothing. Sir, you like Shirley Temple? Not really. Well, she's upstairs. Didn't matter. If this movie star was there, I would tell him, sir, Tom Arnold's upstairs. What? Because the bathroom was downstairs. And okay. Someone comes down and tells me Gilligan's there. Gilligan from Gilligan's Island's there. Bob Denver. And he's there with Mary Ann. This moron came down and told me that Gilligan was there with Mary Ann, the country girl from Iowa. So I said, oh, great. I didn't see him, but a couple other people came down, all happy Gilligan was there. Gilligan was, we grew up with Gilligan. Love Gilligan. So people would come down to my bathroom. Hey, sir, where are you from? Ooh, Connecticut. Great. Gilligan's here. What? Yeah, Gilligan from the TV show. He's here with Mary Ann. Ooh, wow, thanks, sir. Here's $1. They give me $1. Thanks for the tip. I said, don't tell nobody. Well, it was great. Some old man came down. Heavy set old man. Old, elderly man. Came down. Guys, that's called Little Island. Had some great shows. I think, Rev, if we could maybe this week put up one of my Little Island videos. I'd take you on an entire tour of this island. It was a $100 million island they threw together. 1,000 trees. They put them in these like, they look like little baby martini glasses. Millions of them, or hundreds of them, put them in the ground. And by the way, if you didn't know, I'll tell you now. You see that arch right there? That is where the Titanic was supposed to land. It was on its way from England to here. Never made it here. Got hit an iceberg. It was going to go there, right there. Never made it. That's Little Island. We'll talk about that some other time. I'm not going there today. Too busy trying to holler at ladies. Elderly man, heavy set, old man. Gray hair, hair's white. I'm not kidding. Hair's white as his back. Comes walking in with a younger guy. They take a leak, they come back, they're washing their hands. My trick was they'll walk from the front door here and go past me. I'm against the wall. They walk past me, they go use a urinal over there, then they come back to my sink. Once they get to the sink, I turn the water on, I give them a squirt of soap.
All right, yeah.
Now, they don't want to use my lotion, my cologne, my mouthwash, my mints. No problem. No problem. But I did turn on the water and gave you a squirt of soap, you cheap bastard. Can I have some money, please? That's the mentality that you had as a bathroom attendant. So they come back and they're washing their hands. I go, here's some soap, sir. Here's some soap. Oh, thank you. I go, hey, guys. Gilligan's upstairs. The old man says, what? I said, Gilligan is upstairs with Mary Ann. He turned around and looked at me, this close to my face, with sheer disgust. Looking at me like I was a piece of crap. I didn't understand it. So the little guy, the younger man, could have been his son, 40-ish, says, it's okay, don't worry about it. I said, no, Gilligan from the show, the Gilligan's Island. He's downstairs, upstairs. And the old man turns around and says to me, do you know who I am? And I was this far from his face. I looked him up and down. I said, never heard of you. I don't know why I choose those words. Nope, have no idea who you are, sir. He was pissed. He looked at me like the biggest piece of shit in the world, and I didn't understand. I was sitting there confused. And the young kid goes, just never mind, And they took their paper towel, threw them in the garbage can, and walked out. I was literally confused, like, what the hell? As soon as he opened the door, people were standing outside going, oh my God, Professor! Professor, I loved you on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
And I just started crying, bro. I felt so horrible, like I really hurt this man. Professor's name was Russell someone. I thought he was as a young kid, I thought he was a very handsome man. He was fit. He was the smart one of the group. Everybody else was weird and crazy. Professor was pretty good. He wasn't trying to always screw the girls. I don't know why. But, the skipper was violent. Gilligan was a moron. Thurston Howe was greedy. His wife was a dingbat. Tina Louise, which was the movie star. What the hell was her name? She was a sex pot, and of course you had the other pretty normal one, which was Marianne, a little bit gullible. Then you had the professor. He could make a radio out of a coconut. He could do anything. Guys, I hurt that man to the core. It was horrible. We started our trip way up here, way up here. Started on 48th Street. Went down. Went way over here to the Intrepid. I'm exhausted, bro. The Intrepid. And then from 48th Street, we walked all the way down. All the way down, and then we got to the Hudson Yards, the vessel. And we got on this thing. I showed you the red tree, and then we went here. I talked to a girl right here. She's the one that almost puked. Then over here, I saw a girl looking at me like she wanted my number. Then she almost puked. Then we went down further, and then a guy wanted my number, and I gave it to him. So then we kept going, and now we are here. See what it says? You are here. We're here. We are here. The end. That's the end of the road. And we come to the end of the road. It's remarkable. It's a dream come true. You belong to me. I belong to you. Oh, by the way, the Boys II Men contacted me and told me if I sing their songs, they're going to sue me. So I have to cease and desist. I heard, Professor, I've thought about that literally several times a week before. It happened 30 years ago. 30 years ago, and he's long dead now. But I always wanted to find him and tell him I'm really sorry.
Alex.
He was no longer a skinny, handsome, young, brown-haired man with his shirt tucked in. He was now a rather large, I would say obese, very large man who I hurt. He was pissed. He didn't even look. Usually, if you don't know a star, very rarely do they do that. I had one baseball player. We had a Hall of Fame night. All these baseball players were at Planet Hollywood. Hundreds of them. Hundreds. Everybody you could think of. And one guy came in, and I go, hey, you a baseball player? He goes, yeah. He goes, guess who I am? What kind of an idiot does that to some poor bathroom attendant? I go, I don't know. He goes, come on. I go, well, to be honest with you, I'm a big Oakland A's fan. If you were an A's, and then he pulls out he's wearing a fucking World Series ring, Oakland A's. Oh, shit. So I look like a damn moron. I'm like, Now, there was two brothers, Matt Young, and I forget the other Young. And I said, do you have a brother? And you didn't answer right away, so I assumed, okay, it's not Matt Young. So I started going through my whole head. I know it ain't Vida Blue. I know it ain't Reggie Jackson. It ain't Bert Campanera. It's a white dude. It ain't Raleigh Fingers. I go, dude, I don't know. And then all of a sudden I go, to be honest, I really don't know baseball players that well. And a guy named Frank Viola, he was on the Mets, came walking in. Everybody knew Frank Viola. I go, oh, that's Frank Viola. He goes, that's all. The guy goes, that's all. You didn't know baseball players. Guy's pissed off because I don't know who the hell he is. He stood in my bathroom for 45 minutes. Frank Viola standing behind him, mouthing, Matt Young. Matt Young. And I can't read lips very good. I go, Mark Young. This guy wouldn't leave my bathroom. But most stars don't do that. Luther Vandross came in. I go, are you a singer? He goes, yes, I'm Luther Vandross. I go, oh my God, how are you? Some people will come in and just be super nice. I can't tell you how many people. Stanley Tucci came in. I go, hey, are you an actor? He goes, I am. My name is Stanley Tucci. I was just in the Pelican brief with Julia Roberts. I go, I know. I'm a big fan. He goes, you didn't know my name? I go, yeah, but I'm a fan of your face, sir. A lot of those guys you don't recognize. But everybody's going to know the professor, bro. The show was on in the 60s. The guy weighed 165 pounds. He comes in my bathroom weighing 350 with white hair and very elderly. and unattractive. No offense to him. He was always a young, strapping guy, so I didn't put two and two together. I'm in his ear going, Gilligan's upstairs, sir. What? Gilligan. Remember the TV show Gilligan? I saw every episode. I know everyone. It's great. He's up there, sir. Do you know who I am? Never heard of you. I have no idea who you are. Absolutely none. I've never seen you before in my life. Forget it. Just forget it. Crumples up his... I'll never forget him crumpling up that paper towel. He crumpling that bitch's... You couldn't crumple a paper towel harder. He's crumpling his son or whoever the kid. Just forget it, and they walk out. And I hear, "Hi, Professor!" Oh my God, my heart sunk. That was the worst celebrity encounter I ever had. Hi there. She was smiling. She was smiling. Guys, I'm no longer hollering at girls with a guy. No longer. It's cutting me into half my hollers, but I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate. By the way, it's also hard to holler at when it's two girls. You can't go up to one and go, "You're the most beautiful woman in the world. Your friend's not nothing. You're fine. You're not, ma'am." You can't do that. If you have any couth, you let them both go by. Let them both go by. Guys, I talked about the cobblestones. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's good to summon something again. This is how New York was back in the day. See the old Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Gangs of New York? They got cobblestones and dirt. So, what a lot of the stuff you walk on is just, sorry, hi. She almost turned her head at me. She almost. Here's Serafina. There's a couple in the city. I had one on Broadway for a long time. We're just walking. I'm going to show you a couple of my locations, and I'm going to go get on a train and get up out of here. Anybody remember where I'm going? I made a problem. I thought I had a fist fight behind me. I made a deathbed promise to my dad that I would go to White Castle on Memorial Day to celebrate our men and women of the armed services by eating 3 double cheeseburgers. He said, "Don't forget the chicken sliders, son." I said, "I won't, Dad." 1973, my dad had the foresight. Now, he didn't die till 96. But 73 is when he told me, "Son, you care about me and veterans, you'll eat White Castle." It's just part of my heritage. And if I ever have sex, ever, and I do end up having a kid, I'm going to tell my kid that same thing. When I'm 95 years old and my kid is 11, I'm going to tell him, "Son, there used to be a place called White Castle 30 years ago. Guys, I might have lost you. Is my screen is dark. I don't know. I might have lost you. Yeah, guys, my battery is low. Let me try to find out where there I am. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Please be kind and loving to each other. I love you all very much. God bless you. I hope you like the 3-hour tour. The 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. Boogie Bob had a holler at a couple shorties. Everything was lost. Blah, 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 blah.